begins at a backyard hoop, a lonesome ritual of shot after shot after shot, more misses than makes. The game-winning shots from the back of the house or the edge of the driveway. The shots begin in the day and ends after dark, amidst the call of dinner's ready and just a few more shots, Mom. From that lonely hoop with the chain half off, a dream begins. The dream to join with neighbors down the street or across town, donning that jersey, the hometown high school colors, as the community cheers. The dream of a championship. It is the magic of high school basketball. From the lonely goal to a jam-packed gym and a big rivalry night. It is Pickett County Bobcats basketball.
Welcome in here to Oneida High School in the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament. The Pickett County Bobcats getting set to take on the Knox Christian Knights here in Oneida. The Knox Christian Knights, a non-TSSAA school, 2-2 on the season, getting set to take on the Pickett County Bobcats, 7-2 on the season. Pickett County coming off of a big win over Livingston their last game out, and it was a good win for them. They were down early in that one, down 9 at halftime, and were able to come back in the second half, Casey.
Yeah, absolutely. Number one, Jacob, Merry Christmas to you and to all of our listeners. It's going to be a really fun time over here. We've already had a really nice game this morning in front of us, a very spirited crowd. Looking forward to some great basketball this week as we watch this Knox Christian team warm up. Very athletic. Haven't really been able to do a whole lot of scouting on them, Jacob. Just not a whole lot of stats available. We've seen some video, but just warming up, they look like a very athletic team. I think some of Casey's keys for the day, making game adjustments. They probably don't know a whole lot about Pickett County either, so I expect them to potentially run it up and down the court a little bit, figure out what kind of style suits them best, and then use their athleticism. They're going to, outweigh and outsize Pickett County in most positions on the court today. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of style they play, what kind of team they really have.
Well, one thing we do know about them, they got a lot of height, and that's one thing Pickett County's had to deal with pretty much all season long, are teams that are going to be taller than them and something they have to deal with. And again, going to be without Will Amonette in today's contest. So again, day-to-day, day-to-day, he's going to be out of this contest. So it'll be something to watch out for this Bobcats team. They're still kind of trying to learn how to run this team without him. They were able to do that in the second half. Hunter Wattenbarger, he pretty much took that basketball game over along with his brother Heath. Those two played very well in that contest, especially in the second half. Were able to get the team back into it. What are they going to have to do against this Knox Christian team?
Yeah, so Casey's keys for the game for Pickett County, Jacob, Zach Amonette, he's been in a bit of a shooting slump lately, especially from three-point range. I'm sure Zach spent a ton of time in the gym, in his driveway, wherever he could find a hoop this weekend and try to work on that jumper. Let's see if he can break out of that shooting slump today, getting a few open looks early and knocking down a few jumpers really help boost his confidence and get him going for today's game. I think also, secondly, they need to get production from Jacob Amonette, Eli Reagan. These young guys have been thrown into the mix here really early in their careers, so they're both going to need to step up and play big as Will Amonette, as you mentioned, continues to have that day-to-day tag. Get electricity from their wattage, whether it's on the offense or defensive end. Hunter Wattenbarger continues to provide tremendous energy for this team. You mentioned it, Jacob. Look for his leadership to continue today, and look for Wattenbarger to make plays that get Pickett County exciting and leads to scoring runs. And then lastly, Jacob, defensively, they've got to sit down and guard. They can't get bailout plays at the rim. They've got to figure out how to lock down some of these guys that look like pretty good scorers.
Going to be a fun one. Knox Christian, I mentioned it, 2-2 on the season, a non-TSSAA school. The teams that they have played in the TSSAA are those four teams that I mentioned with that 2-2 schedule. They played East Hamilton, Cleveland, and the Alcoa Thanksgiving Tournament. They went 1-1 in that, fell to East Hamilton and beat Cleveland by 1. They have taken on First Baptist Academy, a team that Pickett County saw early on in the season. They took down First Baptist 78-56, and the last TSSAA school they played was Providence Academy. They fell in that one 75-64. That was the last game they played. That was back on Thursday, the same day as Pickett County. So they've had a day to kind of gear up for this tournament, and it is tournament time. So now both of these teams kind of gearing up and trying to get some going forward to the end of the postseason, at least for Pickett County, and at least in TSSAA. They're trying to see kind of what this team is made of. You don't have a lot of turnaround time to get ready for another team. If you're Pickett County, what are you trying to take advantage of here in this tournament against what looks to be a talented team in Knox Christian?
Yeah, so I think a couple of things. Good point by you. Hey, it's tournament basketball. Basketball is a tournament sport. Ultimately, at the end of the season, we're going to be playing. Pickett County is going to be in a tournament. This gives you a chance, number one, to go on the road into a different environment, face some adversity, face back-to-back days, face opponents. You hear coaches talk about this a lot. They don't have a whole lot of turnaround time to prepare for the next opponent. So, typically you may have a walk around at the gym before you load up and head out. This will be a really good experience for both the Pickett County men and women's team. Get some tournament experience under the belt. Figure out, what adjustments they're going to need to make as they get deeper into the postseason. When it's really going to count for real, they'll have some of that experience that they really need.
As we go on into the pregame, we'll break it down a little more between Pickett County and Knox Christian. Coming up next, Tom Duggan will take a look at some of the games going on around the area both today and coming up this week. A lot of Christmas tournaments going on, so he'll fill you in on that. That's coming up next right here on UC Sports Nation.
Tip-off is coming. Bobcats basketball, the People's Bank countdown to tip-off.
Christmas tournament season is here. This is Around UC Sports Nation. More than 20 games will be played on Monday involving teams from the Upper Cumberland. The Clay County Lady Bulldogs host Joe Burns in a Christmas Classic. Coach Matt Walker says these next 2 weeks will be a busy time for his team.
We got 3 sport athletes that don't get a break all year. They get the 2-week dead period. That's all they get. So I have so much respect for these young ladies. So we just got to do what we got to do. We try to get them to home with their families as much as possible, but at the same time, we got to keep some kind of rhythm as well.
Clark Range is one of many local teams participating in the Sonic Shootout in Sparta. Coach Lamar Rogers hopes to see his team continue to get better.
We're getting really good ball movement. We've got 5 players out on the court that can shoot the ball. That makes it harder for teams to defense. Just every game we play, we want to improve every game and keep getting better.
Livingston Academy heads to Loudon Tuesday for a 2-day Christmas Classic. Coach Leslie Riddle says playing around the holidays helps build camaraderie.
To be perfectly honest, that's my favorite time of the year besides tournament time because it's all about just us. It really affects the team, but I think it's the most team-building time that a team has in the season.
In other girls' games today, DeKalb County plays Knoxville Catholic. Jackson County meets Cumberland County, Kentucky. Van Buren County takes on York Institute. Monterey battles Oneida, and White County hosts Cascade. I'm Tom Duggan. We'll keep you updated on scores throughout the evening from UCSportsNation.com.
At People's Bank, we have money to lend and we would like to talk with you. If you're dreaming of a vacation, then go ahead and make those reservations. We provide funding to consolidate your debts, make home repairs, purchase a new car or truck, or anything else you can think of. The entire process is simple with competitive rates, flexible repayment terms, and personal service that excels. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Automotive, electrical, building construction.
Where does your son or daughter want to be?
Cosmetology.
Does your graduate want a career?
Diesel technology.
Good
EMT,
money without bad debt?
HVAC technology.
The Tennessee College of Applied Technology
Industrial maintenance
can deliver a career in a year, a
technology,
future
tools, nursing,
in the career field your son or daughter wants. And often, it can be free. Visit tcatlivingston.edu.
This is the People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Pickett County Bobcats basketball. Today's game sponsored by Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well. Local experts taking care of local people. Byrdstown Medical Center, Brown's Funeral Chapel. Brown's stands beside you at those difficult moments of life. Count on Brown's Funeral Chapel. By Union Bank, serving Byrdstown, Jamestown, and Clark Range. More than 117 yards of serving the neighbors of our hometown. Member FDIC, and by Milestone Physical Therapy, orthopedic care that improves your life. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. Milestone.
The world is in a constant state of change, evolution on a global scale. Never has it been more important to get the maximum value for every dollar you earn. At People's Bank, we've improved many of our most popular financial products and added new services that can help you manage your money more effectively. At People's Bank, we offer everything you need to make the most of every paycheck. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Back here at Oneida High School, the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament at Oneida. And Pickett County, well, they're playing in it here this year. The boys and the girls will have the call of the girls game coming up after this one. They'll take on a good Clinton Dragons team. That's going to be a fun game. The Dragons bring in a girl who's averaging 33 points a ball game on the girls' side. So that'll be a fun one to pay attention to. This one going to be a fun one as well. Again, we don't know a ton about this Knox Christian team. They don't play a lot of TSSAA schools. They're 2-2 against those schools when they do play them. What we do know is they've got size. And this Pickett County team, a lot smaller than this Knox Christian team, and something that they're going to have to try to combat in this ball game, Casey.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that means keeping them a little further away from the boards, trying to force them off the block whenever they get into the offensive set, whenever they try to pound the rock down low. Try to get them, drive them up the lane a little bit, get them off that spot, block out a little bit further on rebounds as well. These big guys can go straight up a lot of times without contact between the defender, be able to go up and not come into the back and not get body contact just by their length. They can go straight up and get it, so that means you're going to have to force them away from the basket a lot further.
We're going to find out if they can combat that size and see who can step up for this Pickett County team, especially without Will Amonette. We're going to take a short break. Actually, no, we're going to keep it right here. They're going to do the starters, so we'll bring them to you as well. The Pickett County Bobcats are going to be the away team on the scoreboard in this one, wearing their black away uniforms. And they'll send out the same starting lineup as they did against Livingston on Thursday. It's Jacob Amonette wearing the number 11, Zach Amonette's 15, Caleb Blowhorn is 23, Hunter Wattenbarger 34, and Heath Wattenbarger is 35. On the other side for the Knox Christian Knights, 2-2 on this season, their head coach Joey Brandenburg. They look like this. Number 2 is Chandler Gamble. Number 4 is Bennett Simmerline. 15, Agbana Agbo. 21 is Jamel Yarbrough. And 32 is Kosi Bejafor. We're going to have a fun time with that name. He has a lot of size, and he's the big man for that Knox Christian team, and something that I'm sure that they're going to try to exploit against this smaller Pickett County team.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a lot of size. In terms of depth, I'm not sure about that. We'll have to see what that looks like, but certainly they've got some size inside, no doubt about it.
The Knoxville Christian Knights going to be wearing their home white uniforms. They've got black numbers with blue trim around some of those for the Pickett County Bobcats. Mentioned it, they've actually got the away gray uniforms on with black numbers and yellow trim around those. We're just about ready for tip-off here from Oneida. Appreciate you tuning in here on UC Sports Nation. My name's Jacob Vincent. Casey Bolden to my right as we're with you all season long for Pickett County basketball. It'll be Caleb Lohorn and Kosi Mbejifor. And Caleb just kind of sized Mbejifor up and down, and he's a whole head taller than me.
Yeah, he's got him about at least maybe 10 inches.
Lohorn, he's told me he's only about 5'11", and Mbejifor, he's at least 6'6", and he easily gets the tip that time, barely even had to jump. This is Yarbrough with the basketball first. A three ball coming from the Knights is going to fall quickly off the bat for Bennett Simmerline. And some full court pressure here against the Pickett County Bobcats. A triple team in the corner, and they're going to call a foul early on Knox Christian. So the Knights going to get the foul call. That's going to be on Bennett Simmerline. That'll be his first. So Heath will still take it out. They still have to go the full length of the court after the good bucket by Simmerline. Heath will inbound to Caleb Lohorn in the corner. Give it back to Heath in the middle of the backcourt. Find Jacob in the middle of the court. And he'll get it quickly up to Hunter for a three try. He fires it away. It's short, no good. But Lohorn's guys for the rebound. Zach Amonette trying to triple from the left side. It's short, no good. Lohorn another offensive rebound. Wannbarger with the basketball, drives in, kick out Zach. Another three try from the left side. That one falls, and that's going to be big for Zach Amonette, who has been struggling shooting the basketball as of late.
Couple of big rebounds right there by Lohorn. He got sky high.
And there's the first dunk for Mbejifor. That one was pretty easy. Dumped it off to him on the block. He threw it down for the two-hand jam. It's 5-3, Knights on top. Jacob Amonette with the basketball for the Bobcats at the other end. Heath over to Zach on the right side. Got left open, lets it fly. It's off the mark. Rebound loose, and a foul called. It looks like it's going to be called on the Knights. So we'll get the foul call, and then we'll have the first sub of the game come in, and that's going to be the second foul on Bennett Simmerline.
Couple of quick ones right there. A couple of cheap ones too, Jacob. I didn't see a whole lot of contact on either whistle that he had on him.
Blake McNew and Keyshawn Bowman check in for the first time for the Knights. Bobcats inbound to Heath Wattenbarger in the corner. They've got the ball here, down 5-3 in the early going. Jacob Amonette will set up the offense for him, move it left wing in the hands of Hunter Wattenbarger. Hunter gets a screen from his brother. Keith doesn't use it, drives left baseline, gets to the basket, up and under the basket, and lays it in with the right hand.
Wow, a little dipsy-do on the backside. Really nice play right there by Hunter.
Had to get past Mbejifor, was able to do so. At the other end, the Knights with the basketball. We're tied up at 5, almost a steal by Amonette. It goes out of bounds, and it will be a steal. Last touch by Yarbrough.
Well, intensity right there, too. Jacob Amonette D'ing him up right there, creating a turnover.
We've heard from Coach Amonette time and time again, somebody's going to have to step up in the absence of Will. Zach Amonette fakes the three, drives to the basket, pulls up from 10 feet, off the glass, and good.
Got the big man up in the air out around the three-point range, able to drive it in and bank one off the glass. Nice play right there by Zach.
That's how you're going to get the Knights to come out of that press. If you can get easy buckets in transition. At the other end, a nice little spin move and a turnaround jumper is good for Agbana Agbo for the first time. He's got 2 points and ties the game up at 7. Here's Lohorn out in front. It's a little too high for him on the pass, goes out of bounds, and there's the first turnover of the game for the Pickett County Bobcats due to that full court pressure put on by the Knights. 7-7 ball game here in the first quarter, 5:57 to play in it. Knights with the basketball. Jamel Yarbrough will bring it across the timeline. Yarbrough being guarded by Jacob Amonette, moves it left wing for Bowman. Bowman on the left block now, looking around, throws it all the way out top. That's going to go close to in the backcourt, threw it back into the front court, but out of bounds was Yarbrough, and Pickett County forces the turnover on some good defense.
Yeah, the Pickett County bench really encouraging the team down there on that defensive possession. Really nice work, good turnover.
Knotted up at 7, 5:39 remaining here in the first. Hunter Wattenbarger on the left wing, free throw line extended. We'll find Heath top of the key, looking down low for Lohorn. A back cut by Heath, couldn't get it to him. Amonette open on the left wing, another triple, doesn't go. Rebound loose, still loose, and the Bobcats have it. Amonette pulls up, pass off. Jacob Amonette will now drive in, get to the basket, way up there on the glass. Lohorn tried to get the putback, couldn't get it to fall, and the steal there by Bowman. The Knights with the basketball now. In transition they go. This is Agbo to the basket, runs into Heath Wattenbarger. That going to be a travel? I believe they called a travel on Agbo there. Good defense by Wattenbarger to get in position, stay straight up. No call on a foul. They just called a travel. Bobcats with the basketball. This is Hunter Wattenbarger. Kick it out to Jacob Amonette. He'll try the triple. That's good. Jacob knocks down his first tray ball. It's 10-7. Bobcats lead by 3. 4:55 remaining in the first.
Really good penetration on the offensive end by the Bobcats. Able to find those spot-up shooters out there.
Lowhorn missed on the rebound attempt, and then we got a jump ball on the underside of it, and that's going to be Bobcats basketball. I cannot state this enough. The Bobcats are very much undersized in this ball game, but they're getting every 50-50 ball right now that they can.
Absolutely. You've got Lowhorn that's got a couple of big rebounds and a couple of big steals over there as well.
Here's Hunter Wattenbarger on the left wing for the Bobcats. They lead it 10-7 with 4.5 to play in the first. Lowhorn in the low block on the left side. Kick it back out to Hunter. Will fake a three, get to the basket, find Heath on the right side. He'll fake a three. Zach's open on the top of the key. He fires it. It's off the mark. Hunter the rebound underneath. Could have had the putback, decides to pull it back down.
He's got a lot of big guys he's having to fight in there for it.
Bobcats still with it. Yarbrough reaches in. He's going to be tagged with his first foul. And we'll have 2 more subs coming in here for the Knights. It'll be Eduardo Grimaldi along with Caleb Hammond. So almost every player have come in now for the Knights. The only player left on the bench is Talon Brandenburg. Here's Zach Amenette with the basketball, looking down low for Heath Wattenbarger. The ball's stolen away. Out in front is Ogbo. Ogbo goes up and he'll slam it down. Second dunk of the game for the Knights, and it gets them within 1. It's 10-9.
Ogbo can get up. Head was up near the top of the rim on that one.
Here's Zach Amenette, right wing. Gets a screen from Lowhorn. Passes it down low to Lowhorn in the block now. Backing down 2 defenders. He gets tied up, and then they're going to call a foul on the arm on the Knights. That's going to be tagged on Caleb Hammond. That'll be his first. That's already the team's 4th here in the first half. There's still 3:46 remaining in the first quarter. Zach Amenette going to come out here for Eli Reagan. So look for this basketball to go in the hands of Hunter Wattenbarger. Here it is in the corner to him. Bobcats leading by 1. Wattenbarger putting on a couple of moves, gets to the high elbow on the right side. Picks up his dribble, finds Jacob Amenette, sidestep 3 ball on the way, in and out, no good. And rebounded on the weak side by McNew. Will get it up to Grimaldi. Grimaldi in transition, good defense by Wattenbarger. And the Bobcats have the basketball again after the missed attempt. Here's Jacob Amenette, top of the key, will move it to the right side, hand off Wattenbarger. Tries it the triple, banks it in from the right side.
People's Bank is open. Nice play right there by Wattenbarger. Not sure he drew it up like that, but it went down.
13-9, Bobcats on top with 3:10 to play in the first. Yarbrough asking for a screen, gets it from Ogbo. He'll drive in. That might be a foul, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Jamel Yarbrough, and that's going to be his second. He tried to put a little Euro step on Reagan, and good defense on Reagan to stay straight up. Lowhorn going to come out here, and Zach Amenette checks in.
Lowhorn getting a big hand over there as well. I love the intensity and the passion and the energy that the Pickett County team's playing with right now.
It's a 4-point advantage for the Bobcats with 3 minutes remaining here in the first. This is Hunter Wattenbarger with the basketball on the left wing. We'll reverse it over right side to Zach Amenette. In the corner it goes to Heath. Skip it all the way back over to Hunter on the left side. It's a zone defense here for the Knights. A 3 ball for Zach is a little bit short from the right side, and McNew the rebound. 13-9, 2:39 remaining in the first. Knights with the basketball. On the right side, Yarbrough dribbling with the right hand. Doesn't take the screen, gets it to the basket, lays it up and in for his first 2 points of the contest. Strong drive from Jamel Yarbrough. And it's 13-11. Zach Amenette now against the 2-3 zone on the right side. In the middle of the zone goes Jacob Amenette. Kick it back out to Zach. Another 3. That one goes, and that's his second of the game. Missed his last couple, but he hits that one right there. And Zach Amenette, you don't want to let him get hot. He gets the steal here in transition. Pulls up for a 3. It's on the way. Goes down again, and Zach Amenette is on fire.
Wow, nice play. He's got 1 on 2, and instead of trying to get to the rack, Jacob, he just pulls it up and drops a dime right on him. Nice play.
30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 2:04 remaining in the first. It's 19-11. Zach Amenette already with 11 points in this contest. This is the Zach Amenette we're used to.
Yeah, we talked about it in a little bit in the pregame. He's had a bit of a slump the last couple of games. Like we said, I'm sure any basketball goal that he could find this weekend, he's been there working on that jumper. That last one was smooth as butter.
Don't forget Saturday morning, not this Saturday morning, but most Saturday mornings, we'll take you all over the Upper Cumberland as we visit live with coaches and players. It's the high school playbook presented by Mountain Barn Builders, talking hoops Saturday at 9 on Rock 93.7. Of course, this coming Saturday is Christmas, so we won't have it. The following Saturday is New Year's. Also won't have it. We will have it the following week after that. 19-11 out of the timeout taken by Knox Christian. It's an 8-point advantage for the Pickett County Bobcats. Yarbrough loses the basketball. Jacob Amonette comes up with a steal. Bobcats out in front. Zach Amonette on the left block. To the basket, missed it. Heath, the offensive rebound. Back up, got the foul. He'll be at the line for 2 shots. Zach thought he got fouled, but it's still going to be 2 free throws coming here for the Bobcats, no matter. And the foul's going to be on Blake McNew. That'll be his first and the team's 6th now.
Really nice run right there by Heath. He was down there. He followed up that shot. Zach thought he got bumped on it. Maybe he did. Couldn't really tell from here. Regardless, Heath was there to clean it up, get fouled. He's going to the line for 2. He knocks down the first one, Jacob.
Akbana Agbo checks out for Mbejifor. At the line is going to be Heath. Heath, second free throw. No good. He did make the first, so it's 20-11 with 1:44 remaining here in the first. Yarbrough will come across the timeline on the right side, find Grimaldi on the left wing, looking down low, can't get it in. Give it back to Yarbrough out on top, kick it back out on the wing. A 3 ball coming is off the mark off the hands of Hammond, but a weak side rebound for Mbejifor is back up and in. He's got 4 points now. Size playing a factor that time for Mbejifor. Zach Amonette left open again, takes the 3, it's off the mark that time. Heath fighting for the rebound, and he's going to be fouled on the backside. Nice job by Heath Weinbarger. Nobody boxed him out. He took advantage of it, and the foul's going to be called on Caleb Hammond. So now the 3rd night with 2 fouls, and that's the 7th team foul here in the first quarter. So Heath Weinbarger going to be at the line. And first one going to be good. They actually gave him 2 free throws. I guess they said it was on the putback attempt.
That's kind of interesting.
That's kind of what I thought. I thought it was 1 in bonus. Well, he makes them both, so it wouldn't have mattered. Lowhorn going to check in here for Heath in good minutes, and this has been a very strong first quarter so far from the Bobcats, up 22-13, 1:18 to play.
It's been a while since we put up over 20 points in a quarter. I really like the energy right here.
Yarbrough with the basketball now for the Knights. Kick it out, Grimaldi on the wing. He might have traveled with it, but no call. Kick it back in the corner to Yarbrough. He'll penetrate to the basket, draw some contact, no call. And then a rebound is picked up by the Knights, but a foul is called off of it. They might have tagged Lowhorn with it. Instead, they called Jacob Amonette with the foul for the Bobcats. So that'll be the first team foul and the first foul on Jacob Amonette. Hammond going to check out for Agbo here, so the size back on the court for the Knights.
It looked like Jacob may have had Mogbo, or sorry about that, Jacob. It looked like Mbejifor may have had his arm.
We got another foul before they even inbounded the ball. They're going to tag Eli Reagan, Zach Amonette. So quickly 2 fouls called on the Bobcats. Zach and Jacob both tagged with them. Chandler Gamble checks back in for the Knights here for Eduardo Grimaldi. 1:02 to play in the first. It's 22-13. Yarbrough gets set to take it out on the baseline. And Coach Amonette just asking for an explanation. Didn't look like he liked it too much here on the near sideline. Quick inbounds. Yarbrough threw it off the back of one of the Bobcats. Got it back and laid it in. 4 points now for Yarbrough. It's a 7-point advantage for the Bobcats under a minute to play in the first.
Really smart play right there. You don't see that a whole lot in high school basketball.
Still in that zone defense are the Knights, and it comes up with a turnover. Yarbrough's going to bring it up for the Knights. 42 seconds to play in the first. He'll pull up for a triple from the top of the key. It's off the mark. Agbo the rebound, back up and in. That size playing another factor down low. 22-17, the Knights within 5. 30 seconds to play in the first. The Bobcats looking to take that final shot. They're going to send traps out at everybody. Amonette's going to penetrate, skip it all the way over to Hunter on the wing. He'll fake a 3 and drive in. Back out to Zach. Open again. 3 ball, yes! He's got 14 in the first quarter. It's 25-17. 10 seconds to play. Yarbrough at the other end, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Jamel Yarbrough. I didn't see the foul. I thought it might have been a travel. But that's going to be the 3rd foul on Jamel Yarbrough.
Yeah, he got his forearm out and put his forearm right into the chest of Jacob Amonette, created some space. The official called it. It's going to be 3 fouls, too. He's one of their better players already. I think he's got 4 points here right off the jump here in the first quarter.
He's the main ball handler for that squad. 25-17, he comes out of the ball game, 7 seconds to play here in the first. Wattenbarger, triple top of the key, off the mark, rebounded by Ejiofor. Nick New has it. Can't get it off in time, and the first quarter comes to a close with the Pickett County Bobcats leading 25-17 in probably one of their better quarters of the year. We're going to take a minute break, be back in second quarter action on the other side.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes Security Sales Consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Second quarter action underway here on UC Sports Nation. Jacob Vincent alongside Casey Bolden. It's the Pickett County Bobcats on top after 1 quarter of action. And they start off with a steal here in the second quarter. They lead at 25-17, looking to add on here. Zach Amonette with 14 points in the first quarter. He had 4 triples. Jacob Amonette with the basketball now here on the near side. Zach Amonette got thrown to the ground. Hunter Wattenbarger in the middle of the lane, tried to kick it out to Eli Reagan and just threw it straight out of bounds. And the Bobcats a little out of sorts that time, turned the ball over.
Yeah, I thought Zach got fouled right here in front of us. Thought he got his arm grabbed. Wattenbarger got it down in there deep right in the paint, got up in the air. Really didn't have anywhere to go with it. Thought Reagan was going to cut to the corner. He just threw it out of bounds.
Bennett Simmerlane in again. He picked up 2 early fouls, so he comes back in here for the Knights. This is Ogbo with the basketball on the left wing. He's going to go one-on-one with Lohorn. Got a lot of size. He traveled with it, though, and we're going the other way. Lohorn pulled the chair out from underneath him. Good defense for the undersized Lohorn.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit about it in the pregame, kind of forcing their bigs out away from the goal and make them do something they're not used to. I think he got way out and had to dribble it down in there. Not very good footwork once he got set and turned the ball over.
Here's a deep 3 from Jacob Amonette on the top of the key. That's a little bit short. That'll go out of bounds, and the Knights will get the basketball back. Coach Amonette not too happy about that shot selection there.
Yeah, wasn't the one that they wanted right there. He's talking to him right now. He don't think he'll make that mistake again in this game.
It's 25-17, a minute in here to this second quarter. Bobcats on defense. This is Ejiofor, kick it back out to Simmerlane. He'll pull up from the free throw line. That's off the mark. Rebound loose. Picked up by the Bobcats. Heath Wattenbarger's got it. He'll clear it away to Jacob Amonette. On the right side to Zach Amonette. 2 defenders come to him. Looking to pass out. Finds Lohorn in the high post. Kick it over in the corner to Eli Reagan. Reverse it back to Jacob. We'll find Zach on the right side. Back to Jacob. Top of the key. We'll try Zach again here on the near side. Heath Wattenbarger in the corner. A couple of pass fakes. We'll throw it over the top. Now in the middle to Lohorn. Wattenbarger driving baseline. Top of the key, left side it goes to Jacob Amonette. Good defense here by the Knights. Nothing easy coming for the Bobcats, but moving the ball well. Zach Amonette had it for a second, got hammered, and that's going to be a foul called on Bennett Simmerlane, his 3rd.
Really good defensive possession right there by the Knights. Pretty good basketball movement as well by the Bobcats. Just couldn't find anything open as kind of that's a really active 2-3 zone they're playing right now.
It should be 1-1. That's the 8th team foul. And it is going to be 1-1. Zach Amonette going to be at the line for those 1 and bonus free throws. That was the third foul on Bennett Simmerlane. There's 2 players with 3 fouls in Yarbrough and Simmerlane. It sends Zach Amonette to the line for the 1 and bonus. 14 points already in this ball game. Knocks down the first one. He's got 15. Still 6:18 to play in the first half.
Yeah,
they're up 26-17.
A lot different officiating than we saw over the weekend. A lot of whistles right here. Not letting a whole lot of contact go.
And we got to watch Cookeville over the weekend. The girls, Lady Cavs, picked up 2 wins, and the boys went 1-1 down in Knoxville. And a lot of good basketball played in that one. 2 good free throws from Zach Amonette. It's a 10-point advantage, the biggest of the game for the Bobcats. Back into the game is Bowman. He's got the basketball here on the right side. Throw it down low. The pass picked off by the Bobcats again. Weinbarger out front. A reach-in foul called on Bejafor. Bejafor out in transition. That'll be his first. So it'll be one bonus free throws coming here for Hunter Weinbarger, and really a good chance here for the Bobcats to put on some points. Usually a good free throw shooting team.
Yeah, absolutely. They've shot the free throws extremely well lately. I know that's the broadcaster's curse.
Well, didn't work that time. Weinbarger able to knock down his first. And I guess if anybody's been struggling, it's been him from the line, but he has been getting there quite a bit, kind of making up for it with the amount he's been there, able to knock him down. Knocks down both of them right there, and the Bobcats have only missed one today. They're 7 of 8. 29-17. Here's a turnaround jumper. Nothing coming there. And Lowhorn the rebound underneath. Weinbarger's out in front. He draws the contact, and a hard fall by both Weinbarger and McNew at half court, and they're both shaken up by it. Believe it's going to be a foul call on McNew. Weinbarger had the basketball. He tried to kind of draw the contact in the process. Weinbarger is able to get up on his own power. McNew still down on the floor, and the foul is going to be called on Blake McNew. That's going to be his second. He gets helped up, and he'll be able to walk off on his own power too. So a scary fall for both of them, but both of them able to kind of walk it off here, and I think the refs are going to give them a little bit of time to kind of walk it off. It will be free throws coming for Hunter Weinbarger once he's ready to go.
Looked like he came down right on his tailbone right there, Jacob. He went up high in the air. His legs kind of got swooped out from under him as the defender was coming in there. They both went down to the floor extremely hard. Looked like he came down right on his tailbone. Just was down just for a couple of seconds. Took a few minutes to get up. They're going to give him time to get his breath right here. He went down to the bench, got him a towel. They're wiping some perspiration off the floor near midcourt. He's going to have a few extra seconds here to gather himself before he has to shoot these free throws.
Yeah, neither of them were able to get their hands underneath him as they fell. They were both jumping up to catch a 50-50 ball. Weinbarger got it first, and he'll be at the line here for 2 free throws. It's in double bonus now for the Bobcats. He's able to knock down the first. He's 3 of 3 now. 5:51 remaining in the second quarter. It's 30-17. Bobcats lead by 13. Make it 14. Bobcats now 9 of 10 from the charity stripe here in the first half, taking advantage of getting to the line. Bobcats on defense, and a man-to-man. Lowhorn going to be tagged with a foul here, trying to get under Ogbo, and kind of got into the body that time. So Lowhorn going to be tagged with his first. And that's pretty good for Caleb Lowhorn, though. He's gotten into foul trouble in each of the last 2 games.
He has, and he's really outsized right here. He's doing a nice job of getting Ogbo away from the goal, keeping him away from it.
They inbound it to Ogbo on the right baseline, lost the handle out of bounds, and actually they're going to call it Knights basketball. I don't think Lowhorn thought he touched it, but it's going to be Knights basketball on the right sideline. So Bowman looking to inbound. We'll throw it into Ogbo on the perimeter, looking down low to Bejafor. Couldn't catch it. Ball's loose on the ground, and Bejafor's down there with Zach Amonette. It's thrown up here for Gamble. He'll go up, get fouled, and he'll be at the line. Foul's going to be called on Heath Weinbarger. That'll be his first, the team's 4th.
Just kind of an ugly possession right there. Ball got squirted away. I thought Zach was going to be able to come out of there with it. It looked like they were able to squirt it in right into the hands of Gamble. He went up high. Wattenbarger got him on the arm as he went up.
First opportunity for the Knights at the line. Gamble knocks down the first. That's his first point of the game as well. It's 31-18. Gamble, the lefty, will try the second. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Hunter Weinbarger. 31-18, 5.5 to play here in the second quarter. Bobcats with the lead and the basketball. Hunter on the left wing after taking the hard fall, still in the game, finds Jacob Amonette, top of the key, will move it right side for Zach. On the right baseline, it goes to Heath. He gets double teamed, trying to step through it. A tie up, and that's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Bobcats underneath the basket.
Yeah, they came out into that trap right there in the corner. Heath didn't really have anywhere to go. He had both the baseline and the sideline as secondary defenders, so we've got to figure out a way to keep that ball out of the corner right there.
They're not going to guard the inbound, and Hunter Weinbarger somehow got wide open underneath the basket, and I thought that might have been a goaltend as the whole backboard was moving after a block attempt by Bejafor. Missed the shot on the other end. Knights with it. They miss it, and now Hunter Weinberger in transition. Pulls up for a triple. It's way off the mark, a little bit deep, a lot of adrenaline, and, well, he couldn't really get his body stopped in time and get his feet set either. The other end, Bowman spinning through traffic, lays it up and in with the right hand.
Really nice move right there. Really good finish. That really athletic play right there by Bowman.
It's only the third point here in the second quarter for this Knights squad. It's 31-20. Weinberger at the half-court line. He steps into the backcourt. That's going to be a backcourt violation, and Coach Amonette wants a 30-second timeout. 31-20, 4:35 to play here in the second quarter, and after the great first quarter, flow starting to slow down a little bit here in the second.
Yeah, they've been able to get to the rim a few times, been able to get a couple of offensive rebounds, been able to get a couple of fouls on Pickett County. They're going to have to continue to figure out ways to force their bigs away from the goal, not allow them to have second chance opportunities.
You can follow the Bobcats on UCSportsNation.com, powered by Hall Sports and Outdoors. Mentioned it, we will have the girls game coming up after this one. I know a little bit different, but tournament, you never know what you're going to get. If the Bobcats here in the boys game were to win, they would play at 7 p.m. tomorrow. If they were to lose, they would play at 1 p.m. So it would be in the afternoon no matter what, but it's going to be either the afternoon or evening. On the other side are Fairleigh out of Memphis and Powell. Those are the two teams that these two teams will play into. But you still got a lot of basketball to be played. Bobcats lead by 11 out of the timeout. This is Mbejifor with it, lost the handle on it again. You know, he's got a lot of size, but he struggles to handle the basketball.
Yeah.
Here's Zach Amonette, got open, lets it fly, in and out, no good, and Ogbo, the weak side rebound. Zach hasn't hit one since the first quarter. That pass too high for even Mbejifor, who's the tallest player on the court. Goes out of bounds, and Bobcats back with it.
I've got a buddy that would call Mbejifor's hands like his feet. He's got hands like feet, he would say.
31-20, Bobcats with the lead and the ball. Zach Amonette on the right side against the 2-3 zone. Wattenbarger skip it back to Zach on the right side. He'll drive in, get past it, find Heath in the high post. Kick it over to Hunter on the left side. Jacobs open. He'll fire it away. He'll knock it down. Nothing but nylon.
Really good movement that time by the Bobcats. They were able to swing it around the perimeter until they got the defense drawn in. Jacob Amonette able to knock down a big three.
Here's a deep three from Bowman on the other side. That's off the front iron, no good. Long rebound into the hands of Bowman. Bowman for the Knights to the basket. A whistle. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Bowman. Good defense by Lowhorn again. So Keyshawn Bowman picks up his first. That already in double bonus, but obviously a player-controlled foul, so not going to be free throws. So the Bobcats will have the basketball. 3:34 to play here in the second. You know, this is kind of giving me flashbacks of the Cannon County game, playing in that 2-3 zone, and the Bobcats able to just keep shooting over top of it.
Absolutely.
Here's Lowhorn left baseline, bounce it off to Heath Wattenbarger. Ball's loose on the ground, and it's picked up by the Knights. They come up with the steal. Gamble will bring it up the court. Find Bowman on the right side, tries the triple, knocks it down that time. That's the first three of the game for the Knights, and something they desperately needed. Down by 11 now, 34-23. 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Zach Amonette on the right side. Nobody picked him up. He'll fire it away. He'll knock it down again. Well, that's one guy on the court you cannot leave uncovered.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down.
37-23, Bobcats back up. Bowman trying to answer. It's short, no good. Heath Wattenbarger the rebound, but then it got poked away. Bowman will try it again. That time it goes down from the top of the key.
Bowman's starting to get heated up here in the second quarter.
He's got 8 points here in the second quarter alone. It's 37-26, back to 11 points. Lowhorn in the high post, right baseline pass. Now Jacob Amonette with it on the high top of the key. Give it back, free throw line to Lowhorn. Lost the handle, got it back, bounce it off to Heath. He'll go up, he'll get fouled, and he'll be at the line. Now going to be called on the Knights. Is going to be called on Chandler Gamble. That'll be his first. And at the line is going to be Heath Wattenbarger.
Coach for Knox Christian, Joey Brandenburg, didn't like it, but from here it looked like a pretty good call. Looked like he had his arm. He was trying to go up against two defenders. Just looked like Gamble grabbed his arm as he's trying to go up.
Heath can't knock down the first free throw off the front iron, bounced off the window, no good. He's got 3 points in this game, all from the line. He went 3 of 4 in the first quarter. 37-26 as it stands right now with 2:23 remaining in the second. Heath will try it again. Second free throw is off the mark, off the back iron that time. Knights with the basketball, trailing by 11. Bowman's had the hot hand, looking for Ogbo down low, throws it over the top, but Chandler Gamble's got it now. He misses the shot on the left block, and rebounded by Heath Weinbarger. Up ahead it goes to Hunter. Hunter gets the middle of the lane, kick out Zach. 3 ball from the right side, off to the left, but rebounded by Lowhorn. Give it back to Zach in the corner to Hunter. Fakes a 3, reversing along the perimeter. Jacob calling forward on the left side, looking in the middle of the lane, can't get it, and Zach's got it back top of the key. Almost throws an oop pass down low to Heath Wattenbarger on his way down, put up the shot, and wasn't close.
Probably should have just caught that one, came down with it and trying to put it up in the air instead.
Good pass down low, but they're going to call a travel on Ogbo. They're going to say he took 2 steps before he put up the dunk, and that's going to be a turnover, and Coach Brandenburg just got teed up.
He did not like the walk call down there on Ogbo. Went up for the dunk, ran down to the end of the bench, was a little theatric about it, trying to show the official up. Came and sat back down, and the official waited till he came and sat back down. Then he put the tech right on him.
So now Zach Amonette going to be at the line for 2 free throws. First one is good from Zach. And Zach's got 20 points in this ball game already. In the first half, it's 38-26 with 1:41 remaining in the second quarter. Second free throw is good from Zach. He's 4 of 4 from the line. Bobcats going to have the basketball after the technical. 1:41 remaining here in the second quarter, and it's now a 13-point advantage for the Bobcats after the 2 free throws by Zach Amonette. So Eli Reagan with Jacob, Hunter, Heath, and Zach. Check that, that's Caleb Lowhorn down low. This is Lowhorn with the basketball, and the high post that goes to Jacob. He got tripped up. That's going to be another foul call. And foul going to be called on Keyshawn Bowman. He looks to be a little shaken up with his right arm, and he's going to go straight into the locker room. So Eduardo Grimaldi going to check in here. Couldn't tell what it was. It was either his shoulder or his elbow, but he looked to be in some pain.
Yeah, it looked like his right arm was dragging a little bit as he was headed towards the locker room. Not sure what happened to him right there.
Well, it's going to be a foul on him. That's his second, and going to the line is going to be Jacob Amonette. So Amonette takes the first one, knocks it down. He's been solid in this ball game so far. He's taken a couple threes. He's knocked them both down. The freshman will try it again. Second free throw, good again. He's got 8 points now. And the Bobcats cruising up 41-26 with 1.5 minutes on the clock here in the first half. Grimaldi on the left wing. Skip it over to Mbedjafor, top of the key. He'll drive in to Lowhorn, spin around and dunk it on Caleb Lowhorn with a foul.
Yeah, he started that out way high, near the top of the key, beyond the three-point line. Took a couple of dribbles in, did a Smith move down low, went up with Lowhorn on him, and he was able to still get the stuff. Really nice play right there, big-time move.
Not a whole lot Caleb Lowhorn's going to do there. Mbedjafor, he's got the bigger body, he's got the size, he's able to back him down and take it all the way to the rack. And then put Caleb Lowhorn on the poster on the end of it. And that'll be the second foul on Lowhorn, and Mbedjafor will be at the line for 1 free throw after the dunk. And it's off the mark to the left. Ogbo is going to go over the back, and that's going to be a foul on Agbana Ogbo. It was a good box out by the Bobcats. I believe it was Heath Weinbarger who was able to step in front there. And Heath now is going to have free throws coming after the over-the-back foul.
And we talked about that in the pregame as well. You've got to block them out a little bit further because they got a longer wingspan and a longer reach. You got to get them away from the bucket. That way, if they do come into you, you've got to force the officials to call it, and that's what happened right there.
Heath is going to knock down the first free throw. He'll have a second one coming up here with 1:19 to play in the second. Second one good as well. And the Bobcats, they've only got 2 field goals here in the second quarter. But they've put up almost 20 points, 17 of them to be exact. Here's McNew looking down low for Gamble. That's going to be a foul call, and that's going to be a charge taken by Heath Weinbarger. Gamble going to be tagged with his second foul. (43-28) with 1:06 to play here in the second quarter. Bobcats will have the basketball back after the charge call on Heath Wattenbarger. Jacob Amonette will bring it up. Zach Amonette fires the triple again from the right side. No good. Eli Regenstein for the rebound. He gets in among the trees and picks it up. Heath Wanbarger, shot fake, gets fouled and puts the bucket in. What a smart move from Heath Wanbarger with the taller and Bejafor on him.
Yeah, he got a nice play right there. He gets the guy up off his feet, goes into him, hangs up in the rim as he's drawing the contact, was able to get it on the board, goes down. Really nice play, trying to get the and one right here.
Bejafor going to be tagged with his second foul. Heath Wanbarger able to knock down the free throw. He's got 6 points in this game. They've all come from the line. He's 6 of 9. Ogbo now on the right wing. It's 46-28. Knights with the basketball, trailing by 18 with 40 seconds to play in the first half. Grimaldi tries a triple. That's in and out, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Zach Amonette. He's got it for the Bobcats on the right side. Picks up his dribble. Kick it back out to Hunter out near half court here on the right side, and he's just going to dribble it around for the final 30 seconds until they start the play. Coach will send Grimaldi out to him, but Hunter Wattenbarger pretty confident with the basketball. Loses the handle on it, falls to the ground. Looking to pass off, will find Heath, and now we'll throw it over to Jacob Amonette. He tries the triple, off the mark, Heath Wattenbarger, back up and in on the weak side.
Johnny on the spot right there for Heath.
Nobody picked him up. 4 seconds to play. Grimaldi with the basketball down all the way. Spin move off the glass, no good. Got his own rebound, no good. And the first half comes to an end with the Bobcats leading by 20, 48-28. Strong first half from the Pickett County Bobcats. We'll break it down coming up right after this.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Regular visits to the doctor, they can be a challenge to fit into your busy schedule.
Bye, Mom. I'm on my way to practice.
But those regular visits are the best way to keep your family healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Birdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. Keep the number handy for all those family sniffles, playground bumps, or rashes out of nowhere. 864-3187. Good to schedule that annual physical, too. Birdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Halftime here at Oneida. The Pickett County Bobcats on top of the half, 48-28. It was a very strong first quarter. They only led by 8 after the first quarter, and then it turned into a free throw shooting contest in the second quarter, and the Bobcats were able to convert.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Knox Christian hadn't really figured out how the game's going to be officiated. Calling a lot of fouls right here on body contact. Pickett County went to the line, shot a ton of free throws, and I can't count them up yet, but they've shot a lot of free throws here, specifically in the second quarter, Jacob. Really, when I look back at that second quarter, you know, Heath Wattenbarger had a really nice quarter. He had the and one, he had another putback, was able to draw off a couple fouls and rebounds inside. Really playing at a really high level today. I think he had 11 points right there in the second. Zach's been able to get back to the old Zach Amonette that we've seen really knock the bottom out of the three in the first quarter. Had another one there in the second. I think Pickett in the second half, they need to continue to get that good ball movement as they get the ball inside against that zone and draw defenders in, kick back out to open shooters. You're going to have some spot-up guys that are going to be able to knock some down. So look for that in the second half.
Well, I will say there is a very big discrepancy in fouls, and they're playing a zone on one end and much more aggressive on the defensive side of the Knights, but they picked up 17 team fouls in that first half. It led to 20 free throws for the Bobcats, and they were able to knock down 17 of them. So 17 for 20 were the Bobcats. On the other side, just 1 for 2 for the Knights. So obviously they are surely pretty upset about that, and it doesn't help when your coach gets teed up. And you mentioned it, he kind of just got upset. He kind of walked down to the other, it might have been more of a jog down to the other side of the bench. You mentioned it, he can't be showing up the referees. The referee took exception to that, and he teed him up for it. So for the Knights, they played a fairly good first quarter. Just in the second, they weren't able to get anything going offensively. They had Yarbrough pick up his third foul, which I think was really big and hurt them offensively, and then the fouls just started piling up. The Bobcats only had 2 field goals in that second quarter. They went 14 of 16 from the free throw line. That's where a lot of their points came from.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Knox Christian, they're a little bit out of sorts. Their coach is, again, he's trying to encourage his team to play through it as much as he can. I think really having Yarbrough out of the game forced some different ball handlers to kind of try to take care of the basketball. Couldn't really get into offensive sets. Had a couple of really nice individual plays in the second quarter, but as a team, you could tell they're not hitting on all cylinders right now for sure.
Let's break down some of the stats. We mentioned it, the Pickett County Bobcats up 48-28 at the half. They were led by Zach Amonette, 21 points in that first half. He had 14 of them in the first quarter. He's already hit 5 triples in this ball game. 11 points for Heath Wanbarger. A lot of that has come from the line. He's got 2 field goals to pair up with those. 9 for Hunter Wanbarger and 8 for Jacob Amonette. On the other side for the Knox Christian Knights, they were led by 2 players with 8 points, Bennett Simmerlane and Keyshawn Bowman. And Keyshawn Bowman kind of came out of that game. We don't know. He's kind of holding his right arm, either his elbow or his shoulder, and we'll see if he plays in the second half. 6 points apiece for Agbana Agbo and Kosi Mbedjafor, and Jamel Yarbrough with 4 points. He picked up 3 fouls early on in that second quarter, so we'll see if he's able to get more run here in the second half. It's 48-28 at halftime here at Oneida for the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament. The girls coming up after this one. The boys trying to win this one, move on to tomorrow's game at 7 p.m. We'll have second half action coming up after this.
The Pickett County Bobcats. Today's game sponsored by First Choice Family Care. When you're on the injury report, your choice is First Choice Family Care. 864-3232. By Kiesling Insurance, auto, home, life, business insurance. Protecting families like yours with the best coverage. Kiesling Insurance. Pryor's Auto Spot, saving you money on your next set of tires. Auto repairs, diesel too. Pryor's Auto Spot, Highway 111. And by People's Bank, Pickett County's community bank. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. People's Bank.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Wellness is about people. People like Dr. Andrew Todd, Dr. Matthew J. King, FNP Benjamin Aaron. Local experts taking care of local people so you can relax and feel at home. That's the goal at Byrdstown Medical Center, making it a comfortable place where you and the team focus on your health. Being well, Byrdstown Medical Center. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. That's 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Welcome back to Oneida. Halftime just about over here for the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament in Oneida. Boys game up first. This is the first boys game of the afternoon. Coming up after this one will be at 2:30 when Fairleigh of Memphis plays Powell. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game. The Bobcats up by 20 as it stands right now. If they would win, they would play at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and then the girls will be coming up after this game. They are going to be taking on the Clinton Lady Dragons. That'll be a fun game as well. So we get ready to start the second half. It's 48-28. Bobcats up by 20. Knights with the basketball to start this second half. This is Simmerling with it. Top of the key. Will move it to the right side off a screen. Put up a floater in the lane. Couldn't get it to fall. And Zach Amanette, the rebound, will lead the break for the Bobcats and then slow it up and find his brother Jacob. Jacob will give it off to Hunter on the left side. Hunter reverse it back over to Zach, and the Knights have come out of that zone. They've gone to man now. Lowhorn, top of the key, will find Jacob. Cutting across the lane is Heath. Heath back top of the key to Hunter. Fakes a three, drives in. Kick out Jacob. Three ball on the way is good. 11 points now for Jacob Amanette, the third Bobcat into double figures, and a big smile on Jacob Amanette's face.
Yeah, the Knights coach not excited about that defensive possession. Understands Pickett's got shooters, and when they cheat, they're going to get burned, and that's what happened right there on that play.
Ogbo, a little turnaround in the lane is no good, but an offensive rebound for Mbejafor will kick it back out. The three try no good from Simmerling, and then reaching in is Yarbrough, and he's going to be tagged with his fourth foul to start off this second half. So that'll be the team's first here in the second half, the fourth on Yarbrough. And Pickett County will have the basketball back. Talon Brandenburg will get ready to check in here. It's 51-28 with 6:57 remaining in the third. Jacob Amanette asking for a screen. He's got the mismatch on Mbejafor. Drives through the lane, and Mbejafor, pretty easy block that time on Jacob Amanette. Coach Amanette not very happy. Jacob reaching in to try to tie up the basketball is going to be tagged with the foul. That'll be his second.
Yeah, Coach Amanette not excited about that possession. Jacob way undersized, getting in there amongst the trees, trying to force something up. Got it rejected and headed back the other way. So got a little bit smarter right there on the possession.
51-28, Bobcats lead. Yarbrough has to check out with his fourth foul, and coming in is Brandenburg for the Knights for the first time. Here's Ogbo on the right wing, cuts through the lane and finds Gamble top of the key over to Brandenburg right side, and the pass is stolen away by Hunter Weinbarger. Weinbarger in transition, gets to the basket, lays it up and in with the right hand.
Good steal. He came out, denied the ball out near the between the circles, was able to get the steal and take it coast to coast. Nice play right there by Hunter.
That ball poked out of bounds. That's going to be last touch by Brandenburg, and that's going to be Bobcats basketball again. Knoxville Christian going to bring in another sub, and they're going to check Brandenburg out, who's turned the ball over twice since coming in. Coming back in is Keyshawn Bowman, so his right arm looks to be all right. It's 53-28 with 6:13 to play here in the third quarter. Weinbarger with the basketball on the top of the key, looking to the right side. Passes off to Zach Amonette on the wing. Zach being guarded by Mbejifor. Jacob Amonette will come get it at half court. Jacob looking into the high post. That pass poked away, touched by Lohorn. And Coach Amonette not happy at all about that pass from Jacob. Here's Ogbo on the left baseline. Turns around, puts it up with the right hand, and gets it to fall.
You know, they don't go into him enough, Jacob. He's got some really nice skills down low. I feel like they really, in order to get back in the game, they've got to get him going.
They're down 23, 53-30. Jacob Amonette on the left baseline, gives it to Zach Amonette, top of the key. Will fake a three-step back over to Jacob left side. They've got Ogbo on Zach Amonette, so a lot more size for Ogbo in that defensive assignment. Inside goes Hunter Wattenbarger with a little floater. Couldn't get it to fall. It was a little short. Now Ogbo in transition, takes it to the basket, puts up the shot. He got fouled, and he'll be at the line for two of them. And I believe the foul going to be called on Caleb Lohorn. The Bobcats pick up the foul. It is called on Lohorn. That's his third. And the second team foul in the second half is going to send Agbana Ogbo to the line for two freebies here, and this will just be the third and fourth attempts for the Knights here in the ball game. Ogbo's first one on the way off the back iron and no good. He's got 8 points in this contest so far. He's played fairly well. And Casey mentioned it. If they can get the basketball into him a little bit more, he's got some skills down low. He's got size as well, but misses two free throws. He has a good stroke on it, just a little bit deep on both of them. 5:13 remaining here in the third quarter. Jacob Amonette will pass off to Zach, top of the key. Handed off to Hunter Wattenbarger with a head of steam to the basket. Blocked away out of bounds by Mbejifor, and the Bobcats will keep it. A strong weak side block there by Mbejifor.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of volleyball over your career, Jacob. He volleyballed that one into the back of the wall right there. Big time block.
That was a big swing there. Good inbounds pass to Lohorn. A shot fake goes up, got it over Ogbo, and it goes in for Caleb Lohorn's first 2 points of the game.
Wow, got up in the trees, was able to teardrop one over him. Nice play by Caleb.
Here's Bowman. We'll find Mbejifor on the wing. Kick it back out to Simmerling, top of the key. Simmerling doesn't use the screen, drives in, puts it off the glass, no good. Mbejifor the rebound. We'll find Gamble, blocked away by Wattenbarger. Good save by Mbejifor, but threw it into the Bobcats. Jacob Amonette in transition now. In the middle of the lane, kick out Zach. Three ball, short, but he got his own rebound. Drives back in, got tied up, and that's going to be a jump ball staying with the Bobcats underneath the basket. 4:29 remaining here in the third. The Bobcats will have it after the tie-up. Jacob Amonette will take it out. Underneath on the right side, inbound to Hunter Wattenbarger in the corner. Takes the three ball, it's off the mark, and rebound by Mbejifor. Knights with the basketball, trailing by 25. Ogbo on the left side on the wing, picks up his dribble, behind the back pass, thrown in and stolen away by Hunter Wattenbarger. Wattenbarger with the basketball in transition for Pickett County on the right side. Picks up his dribble, bounce off to Heath at the top of the key. We'll find Jacob on the baseline to Lohorn. Pass off to Heath down low. He gets hammered by a few defenders, and he believe might be at the line, but it was also one of those where he put the shot fake up, and I don't know if he was able to even get the shot attempt off. And that foul going to be called on Mbejifor. That'll be his third. And Coach Brandenburg wants a timeout. It'll be a 31, so we'll keep it right here. 55-30 is the score with 4:02 remaining here in the third. And I saw you over there looking up some of the scores. Do we have updates from any of the scores around the area yet?
We're still looking for some scores. I don't think we have any just yet, Jacob, but got a lot of great games in the Upper Cumberland today that we're following, that we're keeping up with. As we get some scores in, we will keep all the listeners updated.
Well, we do know that the Cookeville Cavaliers are playing over at the Lipscomb tournament in Nashville. Tom Duggan having the call of that one over on News Talk 94.1. Casey and I were fortunate enough to call those games this weekend, Friday and Saturday in Knoxville. And tell you what, that Cookeville Lady Cavs team, they've got a basketball team.
Yeah, absolutely. They're undefeated on the season, and that's for a reason. They've got some real players. Cassie Gallagher, Cunningham, KK Graves. Don't want to leave anybody out. You got the Gillis sisters. They've got a really nice ball club, Jacob.
Heath Wattenbarger is going to the line, is able to knock down the first free throw. He's got 12 points now on the contest. He'll try it again on the second attempt. It's on the way and good.
Shooting the basketball a lot better on his free throws. He's working on that, you can tell.
Yes, he is. 57-30. At the other end is Ogbo, and Ogbo, little spin move in the lane, is able to get it up and in. 10 points now for Agbana Ogbo. 57-32. Top of the key pass for Heath now. Will pass off Jacob Amonet, who dices through the lane and will pull it back out along the perimeter. A back cut by Hunter Wattenbarger. He had room, but then he saw Mbejifor on the weak side coming over. A good pass off the Lowhorn, but still swatted away by Mbejifor. Coach Amonet wanted a goaltending call, but again, these high school referees, they don't see that a whole lot, at least here in the small school basketball.
Yeah, it's a hard play to officiate. It looked like it was still going up from here.
Yarbrough back into the game, blocked away by Wattenbarger. This is Bowman. Good pass off to Simmerling, but too strong on the attempt, and Mbejifor able to get it, and Mbejifor up and in. He's got 8 points. It's 57-34 with 3:05 to play here in the third. Bobcats with the basketball. Looking to move it on the right side for Zach Amonet. Had it poked away, but we'll get it back. He'll get a screen here from Lowhorn. Go to the top of the key and get the mismatch. Down low for Lowhorn on Yarbrough. Lowhorn backing down Yarbrough. Going up, and a nice move turns into 2 points for Caleb Lowhorn.
Wow. You don't see him score a lot, but he showed some offensive movement right there. Was able to get down low, backing down, get the defender up, and get a shot over him. Really nice play.
He averages almost 5 points a contest. He's got 4 right now. Eli Reagan checks in again for the Bobcats here for Zach Amonet. Tell you what, this Bobcats team's starting to figure out how to play without Will. They had to do it in the first game of the season without Zach, and then they were reluctant to use Zach for all 32 minutes in the second game of the season. Here's a pass down low, and Heath Wattenbarger just might have tweaked his ankle a little bit. Ball went out of bounds. It's going to be Knights basketball, and Heath struggling to stay up on that right ankle. He's going to be subbed out and try to walk it off. He is walking off on his own power, now jogging off, but visibly shaken up. Just tweaked it a little bit, that right ankle. And they're just going to tell him to keep it loose and keep walking behind the back of the bench. There's an inbounds to Yarbrough, just wraps the ball around Jacob Amonet and is able to get it up and in. And that's Yarbrough's 6th point of the contest. He had 4 early points. He was able to get his 6th one right there. 59-36. Zach Amonet, quick triple on the right side. That one short, no good. But Lowhorn fighting for the rebound, lost it out of bounds. And that'll be Knights basketball going the other way. Coach Amonet just looking at Zach, telling him to calm down. 2:19 to play in this game. Still leading by 23, but you don't want to give up what has gotten you to this point.
Yeah, you want to keep the momentum rolling, that's for sure.
Top of the key here for Yarbrough. Gets to the basket again, puts up the shot. That should be a blocking foul, and it is on Eli Reagan. A strong drive by Yarbrough. Eli Reagan picks up his first foul, and it's going to be Jamel Yarbrough at the line. This is a guy who can score a lot of points. He's only got 6 in this contest right now, and a chance to add a couple more at the line.
Really limited minutes there in the first half due to his foul trouble. It feels like he could be a pretty prolific scorer, just hasn't been able to get into a rhythm in the game because of his free foul situation.
Can't knock down the first. He is playing with 4 fouls right now, but they need some sort of offensive presence out there. It's been Agbo for a little bit. And now Yarbrough trying to add to it. Second free throw off the mark, no good again. And Mbejifor trying to get the rebound, couldn't get it. Now Eli Reagan in transition for the Bobcats. Handed off to Jacob Amonet. I don't know if he had his feet set into the front court yet, but they gave him the basketball and they didn't call it a backcourt violation.
Yeah, I think they missed one right there. Didn't have both feet down in the front court and had possession. It should have been a backcourt violation.
A good dump pass off to Caleb Lowhorn, is able to evade the defender and go up for another 2 points. 6 points now for Lowhorn. Pass down low to Agbo, and fairly good foul coming down. Did they just call that intentional? I think they just called that intentional on Caleb Lowhorn. They did.
Yeah, I don't like that one at all. He
Looked
goes
like
up.
he was playing the ball. They called intentional, and it's going to be 2 free throws coming here.
Coach
Caleb
Amonet
Lowhorn had his hand on the ball.
Yeah, Coach Amonet told him don't even worry about it. That's a missed call right there by the official. He made a play on the ball. Was it a hard foul? Yes. Was it an intentional foul? No, I don't think so.
Well, Agbo was able to knock down the first free throw. He'll have the second one coming up here and cannot get it to go. Either way, it was going to be free throws for Knoxville Christian, but this gives them the basketball afterwards. Again, it's 61-37, so not a very big deal for the Bobcats with 1:43 to play in the third. But Lowhorn does pick up the foul, and that is his 4th. So he comes out. Knights with the basketball in the right corner. Yarbrough going to the basket, kick it out. Grimaldi, 3 ball on the way. Off the mark, almost wedged it on the left side, and Wattenbarger with the rebound.
Bobcats continue to do a really nice job on both ends on the boards, figuring out how to keep those bigs off the glass.
Jacob Amonet, give it back to Zach, top of the key. Zach looks right side, give it back to Jacob, who looks down low. Now we'll find a left-handed pass over to Hunter Wattenbarger. Agbo comes in on him, so he'll go past him, draw the contact on him. Bejefor put up the shot, and they didn't call it. The ball went on top of the backboard and hit the support of the backboard, so that'll be out of bounds. And the Knights will get the basketball back. Hammond and Gamble check back in for Bejefor and Agbo. 61-37 is the score. Bobcats lead it with 1:10 to play in the third. Don't forget the Lady Bobcats will be coming up right after this one. They'll be taking on the Clinton Lady Dragons. Lady Dragons with a prolific score, 33 points a game. There's a good pass down low to Gamble, who lays it up and in from the left side for 2 points. His first field goal of the game. He's got 3. Under a minute to play in the third. It's a 22-point ball game. Zach Amonette on the right wing. Being guarded by Yarbrough. Gets a slip screen from Hunter Wattenbarger. Passes it down low to him. Draws the contact again. This time gets the call, and he'll be at the line for 2 free throws.
Was able once again to penetrate and get the ball down there on the block on that screen and roll. It just slipped out of the screen and rolled, and Amonette found him, was able to get the defender up in the air. Once he got him up, drew the contact. He's going to go to the line right here and try to knock down a pair of free throws.
Gamble tagged with his third foul. Wattenbarger at the line for a couple of freebies and nothing but nylon on the first. He went 4 of 4 in the second quarter alone. He's got 12 points on the ball game so far, makes it 62-39 with 42 seconds to play here in the third. Wattenbarger knocks down the second. 63-39, Bobcats lead it. Knights with the basketball. This is Yarbrough on the right wing. Going between the legs, now will bring it towards the top of the key with 33 seconds to play in the third. Yarbrough's trying to dice up the defense. The floater too strong off the window. We got a foul off the ball on the rebound called on the Knights. And Gamble just got tagged with his 4th. One of the Bobcats went falling to the ground, and I think that's what they got the foul on. And the Bobcats will have it here with 26 seconds to play in the third. It's 63-39. Jacob Amonette brings the ball up. We'll find Zach move it right side for Heath. Heath Wattenbarger just wasting time. Zach Amonette will come out to get it and then give it back over to Jacob now with 12 seconds.
Looks like Heath Wattenbarger's ankle is going to be okay. He's back in the game right here.
Zach Amonette, top of the key with 5 seconds. Zach dribbling around, trying to draw some contact. Put up the shot, almost banked it in. Trying to get the call, couldn't get it. Grimaldi didn't get the shot or the pass off in time. And the third quarter comes to a close with the Bobcats leading 63-39. We'll take a short break, bring it back. Fourth quarter action on the other side.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Tennessee College of Applied Technology, professional careers, trained and skilled. A career in a year, no student loan debt, thousands in money saved. Right to the career you want. At TCAP Livingston, fields like information technology, machine tools, HVAC, transportation. Study today, be working in months with TCAP Livingston. Use Tennessee Reconnect and Tennessee Promise and save money. Graduate with a career and no debt. As much as $30,000 saved. Go to tcaplivingston.edu to find out more.
Welcome back here on UC Sports Nation. The Bobcats leading the Knox Christian Knights 63-39 after 3 quarters of action. The Knights will have the basketball to start out this fourth quarter. The Bobcats trying to improve to 8-2 on the season and move into the semifinals of this South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament. They're going to try to do it with one more quarter. Hammond down low for the Knights. Can't get the basket to fall and rebounded by the Bobcats on the weak side. Up it goes to Zach Amonette. Did not score in the third quarter. That pass poked away, but the Bobcats still with it. Jacob Amonette will fake a triple, move it to the left side, and take a couple dribbles back towards the middle of the court. Looking right side for Hunter Wattenbarger. Couldn't pass off. It was good defense. Zach Amonette takes the two-pointer. No good. Eli Reagan, all in one motion, jumps up, gets the rebound and the putback. 2 points for Reagan, and everybody that's played for the Bobcats has now scored. 65-39. Missed on the other end were the Bobcats again.
You know, we've talked about it before, trying to figure out ways to get Eli Reagan more involved in this offense. He did it on his own fruition right there through a second chance bucket, but really nice play. Went high up, get that put back.
Zach Amonette with the basketball for the Bobcats here out near half court. Jacob over on the left wing now, looking right side. Takes a couple dribbles with the right hand off to Zach. Got left open, lets it fly, short, no good. Bowman the rebound for the Knights. Up ahead it goes to Grimaldi to the basket. He lays it up and in with the left hand. That was a nice finish by Eduardo Grimaldi for his first 2 points. Bedford and Agbo getting set to check in for the Knights at the next dead ball. 6:35 to play in this ball game. It's 65-41. Wattenbarger beats a defender, gets to the basket, couldn't get enough English on the ball, got his own rebound, missed it, and a weak side rebound for Gamble. Out ahead is Yarbrough. Yarbrough will bring it up, crossover in the middle of the lane, get to the basket, and a good finish at the rim for Jamel Yarbrough. He's got 8 points now. 65-43, 6:12 to play in this ball game. Jacob Amonette, handoff Hunter. Right side it goes to Zach. Zach waiting for a screen, now bounces it down on the right baseline to Hunter Wattenbarger. Hunter surveying, throws it all the way over to Zach on the top of the key. Good pass down low to Heath, goes up, couldn't get the finish, got his own rebound. Kick it back out to Zach. He'll try the triple. That's in and out, no good.
Still like that possession right there by the Bobcats. Good entry pass, just couldn't knock it down. Good second shot. Zach just wasn't able to knock down the three-pointer.
Nice rebound there by Hammond. Heath a little late on the box out, going to be tagged with the foul. So Heath is going to be tagged with his second. Hammond might be at the line. He tried to kind of catch it and throw it back up all in one motion. But they're not going to give him the 2 free throws. 3 subs coming in here for the Knights, and in Betchafor, Agbo, and McNew. So McNew back into the ball game after taking that hard spill with Wattenbarger in the first half. Zach Amonette the rebound after the shot by the Knights, and then a foul call by Mbedjafor down low. And Mbedjafor tagged with his 4th. So the Bobcats with the basketball, 5:35 to play in this one. 65-43 is the score. Jacob Amonette slowly walking the ball up. Now we'll come across the timeline, move it right side. Back up by Zach Amonette, lost the handle, got it back, tried to pass out. The ball stolen away. Out ahead is Keyshawn Bowman. Bowman to the basket, missed the lay-in. He had the steps of Hunter Wattenbarger bearing down on him to kind of get in his head a little bit. Wattenbarger loses the basketball, dives on the floor for it, and a quick timeout call there by Coach Amonette to not lose possession of the basketball. And so they'll take the timeout. And I believe it's a full one. It is, so we'll take it with them. We're back in a minute. Bobcats lead 65-43 with 5:09 remaining here in the 4th.
It's difficult to move forward with a personal financial plan if high-interest credit card debts are constantly holding you back. At People's Bank, we may be able to help. We can refinance your debts and consolidate them into one single loan with one single payment. Our interest rates are always competitive and could save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Out of the timeout, the Bobcats get a turnover. Turn the ball over, I should say. The Knights go in transition, and then a foul is called in transition on Zach Amonette. So Zach Amonette picks up his second foul. Yarbrough was out in transition. He actually threw it down on the end of it. Hunter Wattenbarger tried to go up and meet him, so they had a little conversation with those two at the end of it to not extend the play after the whistle went.
Yeah, Pickett County's had about 3 possessions in a row, Jacob, where I don't think Coach Amonette was really excited about it. So let's look and see if they can clean that up right here in the last 5 minutes of the basketball game.
The Knights take the ball out underneath their own basket. Inbound to Agbo. Kick it out to Simmerlane. Drives in, draws the contact. And the foul going to be called on Pickett County again on Zach Amonette. That's going to be his 3rd and the team's 7th. So it'll be free throws from here on out with 4:59 on the clock in the 4th quarter. Simmerlane will be going to the line here for 2 freebies. Pounds the rock into the hardwood. First free throw in and out, no good. He'll try the second one, and that one is good for Simmerling. He's got 4 points now in the contest. It's 65-44. More full court pressure here for the Knights. Lowhorn across the timeline, turns it over, almost turned back over, but the Knights still with it. Down low is Ogbo, a shot fake, goes up, lays it in. Agbana Ogbo with 13 points, and got a warning. Was that an Ogbo down
delay
there?
of game warning right there. He touched the ball, messed with it after it went through the net, so just a warning.
4:43 remaining in this game. It's a 19-point lead for the Bobcats. They break the press easily that time. Hunter Wattenbarger just dribbles through it. Will find his brother Heath near half court in the middle of the court. Give it back to Hunter on the right side. Throw it over to Heath on the sideline. That pass is picked off again by the Knights. Yarbrough with it in transition. Down by 19, trying to cut in with 4:23 to play. Simmerling in the middle of the lane. That was a travel, and we're going to be going the other way. Coach Amonette not happy with how the Bobcats are dealing with the full court pressure by the Knights right now, saying stop turning the ball over. It's the only thing you got to do up 19 is just take care of the basketball. You might want to score some points, but not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is just taking care of the basketball. Heath Wattenbarger will move it over to Jacob Amonette on the right side after they cross the timeline. They're sending a trap out near half court every single time somebody's got the basketball. Ogbo and Simmerling go out to Hunter Wattenbarger. He gets in the corner and passes out it over to Jacob Amonette. Almost lost the handle, got it back. Zach Amonette, top of the key. Hunter out near half court, and the Bobcats just moving the ball around until they get something easy. Zach pass off Lowhorn. That's something easy, and that is a goaltend that time. That time they were able to catch it. And it's going to be 2 points for Lowhorn as it hit the backboard first. That one usually pretty simple. You hit the backboard, and then it was thrown off the backboard. So 8 points now for Caleb Lowhorn.
Yeah, one thing about Lowhorn, Jacob, he's not been intimidated of these bigger guys. He's going right up into them. Kudos to him.
Yarbrough with the basketball, trailing 67-46 for the Knights. McNew tries a triple. That's deep, no good, and a weak side rebound for Zach Amonette. Amonette along the baseline will pass off to Jacob, get it up to Keith, all the way up to Hunter on the wing, and he'll just wait for the rest of the Bobcats to get down the court. 3:29 to play. In the corner to Lowhorn, steps through, finds Zach. And the Bobcats just playing keep away, up 67-46. Hunter to the basket, got all the way to the basket, and just passed it back out top to Jacob Amonette. That pass is poked away, but the Bobcats still keep it. Hunter Wattenbarger will find Jacob again. Jacob in the middle to Zach, over to Lowhorn again, got underneath the basket, but had Nbejefor bearing down on him, so couldn't get the easy deuce that time. 3 minutes remain in this ball game. Zach Amonette with the basketball in the middle of the court. What they're doing is they got 4 guys just kind of spread out. Now they're trying to foul. McNew going to be tagged with it.
Knights got pretty tired right there on that last possession. Bobcats able to move the ball around effectively, trying to break all those traps, and you had a lot of defenders. It was tongues were hanging out right there. They needed a breather, and I think they just got a foul so they could get a sub in the game and get a pause of the clock.
Only the 16th foul, so still one more before one in bonus for the Bobcats. That was the 3rd foul on McNew. They've got 3 different players with 4 fouls. McNew with 3 of them. Zach Amonette steps through a double team. He gets fouled by either Simmerling or Grimaldi, and it's going to be tagged on Simmerling, so that's now the 4th Knight with 4 fouls. And that is the 7th team foul. So much cleaner, I guess you could say, second half. They called 17 team fouls on the Knights in the first half. Only 7 here in the second so far with 2:45 to play. Zach Amonette goes to the line for the 1 in bonus. Knocks down the first.
Kind of interesting, too. They've played without fouling here in the second half. They hadn't had anybody foul out. They got a lot of guys with 4, but nobody disqualified from the game so far, Jacob.
That's the first point of the second half for Zach Amonette. Knocks down both freebies. Had not scored since the second quarter. He's got 23 points now. He'll check out with 2:45 on the clock. It's 69-46. Bobcats leading by 23 with 2:44 to play in the ball game. Yarbrough on the left wing. Yarbrough gets a screen, will drive in, get to the middle of the lane, try to put up a shot. Good straight-up defense by Heath Wattenbarger, and the Bobcats with it in transition. Jacob Amonette with it. Simmerling going for the steal, and he just fouled out of the ball game. So you just mentioned it, a lot of them playing with those 4 fouls. Simmerling, the first one to foul out. That'll be his 5th. And checking in for him will be Blake McNew, who's got 3. So they've got Yarbrough and Bejefor with 4 fouls, along with Gamble. All 3 of those guys with 4 fouls. And Bejefor and Yarbrough on the court right now. And Yarbrough has actually been playing with those 4 fouls for all of the second half almost.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 in bonus free throw, no good from Jacob Amonette. And back with the basketball are the Knights. And Bejefor takes 2 steps from the top of the key and gets to the basket.
Holy smokes, he's really tall. And he's got really long legs. He literally just picked it up right across half court, took 2 dribbles, 2 steps, he's at the rack and scores.
Eli Reagan underneath the basket got wide open. He's got 4 points now, and it's 71-48. Grimaldi will bounce it off on the right baseline to Agbo. Tried to throw it inside, somehow got through the lane to Grimaldi on the left side. Fires away the shot, and that's going to be a deep 2 for Eduardo Grimaldi.
That's a really nice shot, too, right there in the corner. Really nice play.
71-50 now. Zach Amonette was going to check in, and now it looks like he's going to come back to the bench, and Gage Harris is going to get some run time here. So the Bobcats with the basketball, leading by 21 with 99 seconds on the clock and just playing keep away again. They get it in the middle of the court. Gage Harris and Caden Miller getting set to check in at the next dead ball. Jacob Amonette into the corner. Caden Thomas, another one of those off the bench, getting ready to come in. 1:24 to play in the ball game. Hunter Wattenbarger, now they foul him, and that's going to be Yarbrough's 5th. Timeout taken by Knox Christian as well. It'll be a 30-second one to get in some of the subs. And take that back, going to be a full timeout. So Yarbrough fouls out. 3 subs will come in for the Bobcats. Gage Harris, Caden Thomas, and Caden Miller. 71-50. We're back in a minute right here on UC Sports Nation.
Time is money. And if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Out of the timeout, Hunter Wattenbarger had 2 free throws. He knocked them both down. He'll come out for Caden Thomas now. He finishes the game with 15 points with 1:20 to play. It's 73-50. So on the court for the Bobcats, Jacob Amonette, Caden Thomas, Gage Harris, Caden Miller, and Eli Reagan. A lot of young players on the court here for the Bobcats getting some run. And Bejefor is going to go up, and good defense by Caden Miller. He didn't want to get put on the poster. He had some pretty good defense right there.
He actually really did. He went straight up. The defender, the offensive player, Okafor, came into him. Really nice defensive play right there.
A foul was called on the Knights. Another sub will come in for Pickett County. That's Lyric Paris. Actually, they'll come in after the first free throw. Eli Reagan, so that foul on the Knights, believe. Who was that? Did they call that one on Simmer? On
Grimaldi.
Grimaldi, okay. So Grimaldi picks up his first. Eli Reagan knocks down the first free throw. He'll have a second one here. That one off the mark, no good. And Bejefor skies for the rebound. Lyric Paris into the game here for the Bobcats as well. Down low, and Bejefor is able to get 2 points. A whistle and a sub coming in here for Gavin Daniels. So everybody getting some run time here for the Bobcats. Gavin Daniels, Gage Harris, and Coach Amonette still upset with his team because there's still full court pressure here for the Knights. So you got to run the full court offense. And they break it easily. Gage Harris on the left wing, 55 seconds to play. He'll try the triple. He'll knock it down.
My man, Gage Harris, he comes in and provides that spark every time he gets on the floor. Nice job, Gage.
Harris, no defenders came to him. He said, you know what, that's all right, I'll take it. There's a block by Daniels down low. Rebound picked up by Caden Miller, and Gage Harris will bring it up for the Bobcats. He gets trapped in the backcourt, and then they call a foul. And they're going to get Grimaldi with that one again, and that'll be his second. 77-52 the score with 33 seconds to play in this one. And the Pickett County Bobcats going to move into the 7 o'clock game tomorrow evening, where they will play the winner of Fairley and Powell. Fairley 1-6 on the season, playing Powell 3-6 on the season. Gage Harris at the line knocks down the first free throw for the Bobcats. And coming up after this one, we will have coverage of the Clinton Lady Dragons and the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Second free throw good for Gage Harris. He's got 5 points now after the made 3. Grimaldi with the basketball here for the Knights. 26 seconds to play. Ogbo back to Grimaldi on the wing. Grimaldi drives in left baseline, pulls it back out, gets the middle of the lane, pass off in Bejafor. He'll go up and he'll lay it in. Bejafor with 14 points now in this contest. Harris across the timeline. Caden Thomas will try the triple. That'll go.
Boom. Nice play right there by our young kids.
So Caden Thomas with a triple here in the fourth quarter. The other end, a turnover by the Knights. Final score, 82-54. The Bobcats win this one over the Knights, and they improve to 8-2 on the season. We'll take a short break, come back and break it down for you. Bobcats move on in the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament, round number 1.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business. Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Back here at Oneida High School, the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament. The Pickett County Bobcats win by a final score of 82-54. You come in warming up in this ball game, you didn't think that would be the score. That Knights team had a lot of size, they had a lot of talented players, but Pickett County came out firing in the first quarter and just set the tone for the ball game.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. You know, Zach Amonette been in a little bit of a shooting slump. I feel like he really broke out of that tonight. Had 20 big points in the first half, had a lot of threes. I got a lot of high energy from a lot of the other surrounding cast members. Thought Jacob Amonette had a great game. Thought both Wattenbargers had a really solid game. Heath came in, especially in that third or second quarter, gave us a lot of really good minutes, played at a really high energy. I love the energy from the team today, Jacob. I love the way they competed at a high level. I love the way they weren't intimidated by the big kids from Knox Christian, and that they were able to really control the boards the entire game. We're sitting around some folks, heard some fans say, hey, the Knights just couldn't get any rebounds, and they couldn't. So Pickett did a great job of controlling the boards. Hey, advance and survive. That's tournament basketball. Pickett's going to play in the winner's bracket tomorrow night.
Well, coming up next, we'll have the ladies' side. The Lady Bobcats getting set to take on the Clinton Lady Dragons. The Lady Dragons 6-3. The Lady Bobcats 9-3. And this Lady Bobcats team, they're searching for some answers because they've lost 2 straight games against 2 very good teams in Coffee County and Livingston, and they're taking on another good one here against Clinton. And Clinton Lady Dragons I've got a player with them, and it's going to be a fun one here in this. Clinton Lady Dragons, they send out Sarah Burton. She's a senior small forward for this, senior shooting guard for this Clinton Dragons team. She's averaging 33 points a ball game, Casey, and she's shooting 83% from the free throw line. She's already taken 99 free throws through 9 games this season.
Yeah, so Casey's keys for the game. So we'll talk about Clinton a little bit first. I really feel like strategy for them really should be to figure out how to get Wood and Lowe, other players other than Wood and Lowe for Pickett to beat them, to score. So I think that's key number one. I think they also can frustrate Pickett with pressure. We saw in the last couple of games Pickett hadn't handled the ball exceptionally well, especially under backcourt pressure. So look for that. And then obviously, Jacob, to your point, they want to figure out how to get Sarah Burton going and others going. You look at it, she averages 33 points a game. Clinton as a team only averaging 56 points per game. So she's over half their offensive production. So she gets to the free throw line a lot. Going to try to figure out how to get in there deep and draw a foul or get herself to the free throw line. So I think that's the keys tonight for the Clinton Dragons.
On the other side, for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, I mentioned it, they're not playing their best basketball right now. Started off very well, but again, they're a very young team. They have one senior, and we knew at some point this was going to happen when you run into essentially a gauntlet of a week. You have Coffee County, one of the best teams in Class 4. Then you take on Livingston, one of the best teams in Class 3. And so it just got tougher and tougher. Now you take on a Clinton team where they've got some firepower on the offense. If you're Pickett County, what are you just trying to do for yourselves in today's game?
Yeah, I think you bring up a really good point. I think just work on continuing to build confidence. They took a couple of tough losses last week, some very good teams. Let's see if they can use those 2 losses to build on, learn from, grow from. Took some adversity last week in a couple of those games. Let's see how they bounce back. It'd be interesting to see, just from a mental toughness standpoint, have the Lady Bobcats been able to get past that. I think also, get Lowe and Wood, get them going early, get them some touches and looks to get the Clinton defenders to close out into the paint and guard the dribble. So when Lowe and Wood draw the defense, look for Eminette Kiesland really to spot up on the perimeter. And then figure out how to get Reeder going down low. She positions her body extremely well. We've talked about that a lot this season. She's really going to have to figure out how to control the boards. They got to play clean. They don't have a whole lot of depth. We know that Burton's going to try to draw some fouls inside. Got to play clean inside today, Jacob.
Pickett County Lady Bobcats getting set to take on the Clinton Lady Dragons. The game before this one saw the Pickett County boys Bobcats win by a final score of 82-54. They move on into the semifinals, which will be played tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. They will take on either Fairleigh or Powell. That game will be played coming up after this game. That game played at 2:30 Eastern Time, as we're in the Eastern Time Zone here in Oneida. So that'll be coming up after this one. So Pickett County playing tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll have coverage starting about 15 minutes before the game. Coming up in just a little bit, we got girls action right here on UC Sports Nation. The Lady Bobcats taking on the Lady Dragons.
Bobcats basketball continues. This is the Union Bank post-game report. Union Bank, Byrdstown, Jamestown, Clark Range. Member FDIC.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Christmas tournament season is here. This is Around UC Sports Nation. Upper Cumberland teams will be busy the next 3 days before breaking for Christmas. Clay County looks to get back in the win column Monday and Tuesday in their own Christmas Classic. Coach Rob Edwards expects some tough competition.
We have Hampton, who's always a state tournament team in 1A out of East Tennessee. And then on Tuesday, we'll have Bradley Central. So we got a couple tough ones on deck for us, but I think we're up to the challenge.
DeKalb County ends a week break on Monday as they open play in the Adidas Shootout at Riverdale. Coach John Sanders is preparing for a good Smyrna team.
Smyrna, they'll be athletic. I know they've got 2 players that are pretty good, 2 guards. So we'll watch some film this week and kind of, prepare a little bit for what they do.
Livingston travels to Loudon for a pair of games Tuesday and Wednesday. Coach Jimmy Miller expects a physical brand of basketball.
Pretty physical, getting closer to, East Tennessee, getting closer to Knoxville, and see some pretty physical play and some pretty physical teams. So we'll have to be on our game to compete.
In other boys games today, Jackson County meets Bradley Central. Monterey battles Valley, Kentucky. Warren County goes against McMinn Central. White County hosts the Tennessee Heat, and York Institute takes on Friendship Christian. I'm Tom Duggan. We'll keep you updated on scores throughout the evening from UCSportsNation.com.
Number 1. Welcome back here on UC Sports Nation. The Clinton Lady Dragons getting set to take on the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Let's take you through the starters for both sides. The Clinton Lady Dragons 6-3 on the season. Their head coach is Alicia Phillips. They'll send out number 1, Sarah Burton, averaging 33 points a ball game. Number 2 is a freshman, Allie York. Another freshman is number 4, Bailey Burrows. A senior guard, number 10, Belle Starnes. And another freshman, number 20, is Sydney Harrell. So they send out 2 seniors and 3 freshmen for the Clinton Lady Dragons. For the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, it'll be no change for them. They'll send out the same 5. Allie Amanette wearing the number 12. Ella Kiesling wears the 13. Emmy Lowe wears the 33. Shayla Wood, 34. And Callie Reeder is 44. So the Pickett County Lady Bobcats 9-3 on the season. 9-3 on the season, getting ready to take on this Lady Dragons team and just looking to get some sort of rhythm and flow going on both ends of the court.
Yeah, I think they're going to need to get going early, play with some energy, play with some passion. Let's see if they can start this game out with a run that, to your point, took a couple of really tough losses to a couple of really, really good teams last week. Just want to shake that off, bounce back, perform well today.
So we're just about ready for tip-off here from Oneida. The Clinton Lady Dragons getting set to take on the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Both of these teams with only 3 losses on the season. Reeder tipping up against Burrows, and the Lady Dragons going to start off with it first. They give it over to York on the left wing. York will bring it around the perimeter, dribbling with the right hand. Looking left side, looking back right, a back cut by Burton, and Burton finds her first 2 points of the contest.
Didn't take long, Jacob. She's already on the scoreboard.
Some full court pressure here is turned over by the Bobcats. Back the other way. Burton to the basket. Up and in again. She's already got 4. Up we go. Bobcats with the basketball and their first chance for an offensive possession. This is Callie Reeder with it. Amanette will start the offense. Out near half court. Hand off to Emmy Lowe. Lowe on the top of the key. Will move it right side of the hands of Wood. Wood surveying, crosses over, goes past her defender, gets to the basket, couldn't finish. Reeder, the offensive rebound, is fouled on the way up, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots. Now going to be called on Bailey Burrows. That'll be her first for the Clinton Lady Dragons, and it sends the freshman Callie Reeder to the line for her first few opportunities.
We talked about it a little bit in the pregame, Jacob. She got down low and was able to get really good position They bounce it in there to her. She got fouled as she's trying to go up. She's trying to convert on 2 free throws. Missed on the first one.
Missed on the second one as well, and it's rebounded by the Lady Dragons. This is Burton out in transition. Picks up her dribble, skips it all the way to the left side for the Lady Dragons. A 3-ball coming from the corner is off the mark. Burton fighting for the weak side rebound, comes up with it. Burton up against Ella Kiesling, the sophomore Kiesling on defense, being guarded, or guarding against Burton. Got a piece of that one. It goes out of bounds, and this is going to stay with the Clinton Lady Dragons underneath the basket, but a nice job by Kiesling to stay in front, not let anything too easy go up for Burton.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got to do a tough assignment today to stop Burton.
Here is Burton off a curl screen and a little bit of a flex screen in the middle. Kick it out, a 3-ball coming, no good from the Dragons, but another rebound for Clinton. Top of the key for Burton. Fires up the triple this time. It's short, no good, and a good box out by Emmy Lowe. That's the one thing that Burton struggles a little bit with, just a 28% three-point shooter on the season. Here's Emmy Lowe on the right side for the Lady Bobcats, trailing 4-0 in the early going with 6:20 to play here in the first quarter. Allie Amonette, handoff to Emmy Lowe. Emmy Lowe has not played her best basketball over the last 2 games, but always getting the best shot of the best defender on the other side is Emmy Lowe. We'll see if she can step up in today's contest. Here's Shayla Wood with the basketball, the senior going to the basket, got fouled, and she'll be at the line. And they might have tagged Burton with her first. They did. So Burton tagged with her first, the team second.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Coach Smith may say touche and want to go right at her as well. So we'll watch for that matchup. Shayla Woods trying to take on Miss Burton.
3 missed free throws to start off this ball game for the Lady Bobcats as Wood can't connect on the first. She led the team against Livingston in that loss on Thursday. She had 13 points, finds her first one right there. It's 4-1 in the early going, 2 minutes into the contest. Some soft full court pressure here for the Lady Bobcats. The Lady Dragons pass all the way out of it into the front court. Burton out near half court will set up the offense, pass off to the freshman York. York looking right side, will bring it back left. Thought about taking the triple, will find Burton on a flare. Burton will drive in, spin around, dump it off, and an easy bucket there underneath for Bailey Burrows.
Really nice spin move, able to get herself open, just dropped it off to Burrows right there. Really good play.
Emmy Lowe looking for some help in the backcourt. Reeder gets it up to Amonette, up to Shayla Wood at the basket, puts up the shot, and she got it to go, and that is something they struggled with mightily against Livingston, just breaking the press, able to do it that time and get the first field goal of the game.
Yeah, they got it right to the center, made a really nice pass down to Wood, and she was able to score.
Here's Burrows on the right wing, being guarded by Reeder. Skip it all the way over to York, left side, free throw line extended. She'll bring it towards the middle of the court, set up the offense. Wood guarding York. York moving it back to the left side. Throw it over to Burton in the free throw line. The pass was tipped away by Ella Kiesling. Burton now on the right side with a head of steam to the basket, fading away on the right side, knocks it down. That's a tough shot for Sarah Burton.
Yeah, she went to the baseline side, shot that off of one leg at that time. A really tough shot.
Emmy Lowe got tripped up at half court, lost the basketball out of bounds. It's 8-3 and an early timeout taken by Coach Smith with 4:47 remaining here in the first quarter. Very similar start to what we saw against Livingston. Not quite the pace, but still that full court pressure still dealing with some troubles or dealing some issues to this Pickett County team.
Yeah, they've got to figure out how to manage through that a little bit better. They're full court pressing them and just not been able to handle it. Had some really careless turnovers, just not being able to get the basketball into the center of the court every possession. It's going to lead to some turnovers. Coach Smith trying to take this time out right here, talk to the team, get them settled down a little bit here for this 4-minute run to go in the first.
So just a 30-second timeout. Out of the timeout, Clinton will have the basketball on the far sideline. 4:47 remaining in the first quarter. It's 8-3. Lady Dragons will bring it up. Burton will move it to the left side. Looking down low for Burrows, spins on Reeder. Reeder stays in front. Kick it back out into the hands of Starnes. No subs have come into the ball game yet, almost halfway through this first quarter. Burton catches all along the perimeter, skip it all the way back over to Starnes on the left wing. She'll fire it away and bank it in from the wing. Bella Starnes with her first points of the game. It's a triple, and it's 11-3. Lady Bobcats trail. Amonette to the right side for Emmy Lowe. Fakes the three. Now she'll penetrate, come to a jump stop, put up the little floater, got it to fall. And Emmy Lowe finds her first 2 points of the contest at a good time.
Lady Bobcats are going to need Emmy Lowe to score today. She needs to get going. I'm glad she hit that shot right there. Let's see if they can get her motor started.
Makes it 11-5 with 3:57 remaining in the first quarter. They haven't put it on the scoreboard yet. but it should be 11-5. Clinton will have the basketball. Burton out near half court. Being guarded by Kiesling, drives in, kick it off to Burrows. Burrows kick it out to Starnes. Starnes on the right wing, looking back down low to Burrows. Spins around, lost her footing. That's a turnover. Pickett County with the basketball. Out in front is Amonette. To the basket, lays it up, and lays it in from the right side, and it's 11-7.
Really nice crossover dribble right there at the rim. Able to get it up on the board. Really nice play right there by Allie Amonette.
3.5 to play in the first. Clinton bringing the basketball up. Ella Kiesling just kind of face guarding Sarah Burton here on the near side. Here's a three coming from Starnes from the left side, way off the mark, and Wood comes up with the rebound. Pickett County looking to get within one possession in an 11-7 ball game with 3:08 to play in the first. Emmy Lowe crossover to the basket, off the glass and good, and it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, really nice play right there. She went up high over the defender that time, able to get the bucket, so really nice play.
They're keeping the ball out of the hands of Burton, and they're letting everybody else just kind of go at it. Burrows kick it out, we'll skip it all the way over. A three ball coming from the left side off the hands of Sydney Harrell for the first time is off the mark. Pickett County looking to tie the game or take the lead. Lowe will find Reeder, top of the key, down low to Shayla Wood. Wood turns around, draws the contact, she'll be at the line for 2 shots.
Really like the pace right here. Some really good up and down. Found a mismatch inside, got it down into Shayla. She's got her defender in a really good spot. She's able to drop step, go to the left side. She's going to go to the free throw line right here, try to knock down a pair.
How about kind of this shift of momentum after Coach Smith takes that timeout? It's a 1-point ball game. They were trailing by 7 at that timeout and have gone on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, we're right here by the bench. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear what Coach Smith had to say, but whatever he said, it seems to be working.
Well, sometimes we might not want to know what Coach Smith has to say, or can't broadcast it, I should say. But 2 good free throws for Shayla Wood ties the game up at 11 with 2:30 to play here in the first, and Shayla Wood knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Dragons, still trying to get it across the half-court line. They're in the backcourt here.
Really have turned up the defensive intensity, Jacob. You can tell for sure.
And here's a steal for Ella Kiesling. Kiesling up to Shayla Wood on the right wing. She'll penetrate, get to the basket. Might have been fouled on the offhand, but they didn't call it. Missed the shot. It went out of bounds, and that'll be Lady Dragons basketball. So an opportunity to take the lead for the first time, but couldn't get the finish to go down. Here's an inbounds to Burton in the backcourt. Pass off to Burrows, who will come across the timeline. Pass down low to Starnes, who lost it out of bounds. Actually, that was a new player checking in for them. And lost it out of bounds, and Pickett County will have the ball back. So bringing the ball up now. That was Ellie Leander who lost it. Amonette on the other side knocks down the triple, and the Bobcats lead by 3. 14-11, 1:57 to play in the first. There's the pass off to Starnes. We'll find Burrows in the lane, puts up the floater, and a nice little kiss off the glass for Bailey Burrows. 14-13, Bobcats up by 1. Into the corner it goes. Kiesling takes the triple, can't get it to go off the back iron. Burton the rebound, got poked away, and they call a foul on the Bobcats. That's going to be tagged on Allie Amonette, her first. So the Bobcats trailed by as many as 7 in this first quarter, crawled all the way back. Now they lead it by 1 with 1:35 remaining in the first. Burrows at the other end up against Reeder. Couldn't get the lay-in to go from the left side. Good defense by Reeder. Amonette in transition for the Bobcats. Pass off to Emmy Lowe on the top of the key. Lowe looks right side, back to Amonette. Looking down low, couldn't get it to Shayla Wood. Now throws it in the high post for Reeder. Kick it out to Kiesling. Will fake it 3 and penetrate. Put up the 10-foot jumper and bank it in off the glass.
Really nice shot right there by Ella Kiesling. High off the glass. Really nice jump shot.
Her first 2 points of the game, it's 16-13. This is Leander with the basketball off to Burrows. Will take the 15-foot jump shot. Can't get it to fall. Shayla Wood the rebound. Up to Reeder. Bounce it off to Kiesling. Off the glass and good. Great transition offense there for the Bobcats. They lead it 18-13 with 45 seconds remaining here in the first, and still just not letting Burton touch the basketball. Here's a steal from Reeder. Bobcats with it again. Lowe with it with 35 seconds to play in the first. Lowe will pass it off to Wood. Coach Smith will bark out instructions here right in front of us. Trying to get Callie into the high post, finally gets her there, and they're just going to waste time for the final shot with 22 seconds on the clock and counting. It's a 2-3 zone defense for Clinton.
Bobcats on about a 15-2 run right here to close out the quarter, Jacob.
12 seconds now. Emmy Lowe out near half court. A defender comes out to her in Leander. Lowe throws it all the way over the top for Kiesling. Got open, but it was blocked away. Now Clinton with the basketball. This is Burton at half court. Pulls up for a three. She got fouled. And going to the line as the buzzer sounds is going to be Sarah Burton for 3 free throws. That foul is called on Shayla Wood, her first. So the first quarter comes to an end, but not before 3 free throws coming for the 83% free throw shooter in Sarah Burton. The first one on the way and good. She hadn't touched the basketball until the end of the quarter right there. Kiesling was playing good straight up defense on her the whole time, pretty much just face guarding her. Bird knocks down the first 2. And this is where she makes her money at.
Yeah, she makes a living right here at the free throw stripe, and you can tell why. She's got a really smooth stroke.
Makes all 3 of them there. And now the first quarter will come to an end. Bobcats still lead after 1, 18-16. We're back in a minute.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Start off the second quarter here in Oneida. 18-16 lead for the Bobcats. Almost a turnover, but they're able to pick it up after losing the basketball for momentarily. Emmy Lowe will fake right, go left, tried to bounce it off to Reeder, and now it is a turnover by the Bobcats. Clinton in transition. New players into the game. Ashanti Davis with a shot here off the window, no good. And Callie Reeder the rebound, lost it, dives to the floor, and is able to pass off to Lowe, who finds Wood now. Pickett County up ahead, it goes to Kiesling. Kiesling to the basket, off the window, and good again for Ella Kiesling.
Ella Kiesling having herself quite the game right here to get started out, Jacob.
6 points for her in the early going. It's 20-16. Bobcats lead by those 4. Coach Smith trying to get into his defense, inspire them here on the near sideline. Starnes on the right wing being guarded by Lowe. He's really trying to get Kiesling to stay with Burton wherever she goes on the court. They're going to get KT to come in here at the next dead ball. Here's Burton with the basketball now for Clinton. Has 9 points in this game, even though they're pretty much face guarding her the whole way. Takes a deep triple here and knocks that one down. She's got 12 now, and it's 20-19. Shayla Wood with a head of steam to the basket, got fouled, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots.
Well, that's one way to break the pressure, Jacob. You just dribble it fast as you can all the way down court like Shayla Wood did right there. Never had a defender that tried to cut her off or get in front of her, is able to get right to the rim. She's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws.
Addison DeClarman, who checked in for the first time, picks up her first foul. Kaylee Tompkins checks in for Emmy Lowe. Bobcats lead 21-19 with 6:32 to play here in the second quarter. At the line is Shayla Wood, knocked down the first free throw. She'll have a second one coming up here. That one will not fall. So Shayla Wood will sit at 6 points right now. 4 different Bobcats have scored, both Kiesling and Wood leading the team with 6 points. It's 21-19. Burton with the basketball, being guarded by Kiesling, has to pass out of it over to York on the left wing. She'll try the triple. It's off the mark, no good, and rebounded by Reeder. Reeder will pass off to Wood, who will bring it up the court for the Bobcats. Into the corner to Kiesling. She'll try the triple. High in the air. That falls for Ella Kiesling.
Wow, nice shot right there by Ella Kiesling. She's really feeling it right now, bringing some excitement for the team.
5-point advantage for the Lady Bobcats. It's 24-19. Down low, Burton got fouled, draws the contact. She'll be at the line for 2. Foul going to be called on Callie Reeder.
Yeah.
Coach Smith didn't like it.
Yeah, Burton just got inside. She got, high in the air right there. Defender looked like she went straight up. Looked like the contact came into her. Tough luck right there.
Love watching Coach Smith on the sideline. His facial expressions say it all. Sarah Burton knocks down the first free throw. Reeder picks up her first. It's only the team's third on Pickett County. Burton will try the second free throw. That one good as well. She's got 14 points already. You mentioned it. She scores over half of this Lady Dragons' points. Well, she's got almost all of them right now. It's 24-21, and she's got 14 of those 21. Here's Callie Reeder on the right wing. Good pass down low to Tompkins, but smoked it off the window. No good. Dragons back with the basketball after the missed opportunity. Into the corner. A three ball way off the mark from Harrell. Emmy Lowe has it in transition now for the Lady Bobcats in the middle of the lane. The Euro step right hand off the back iron, no good. And Burton's got the rebound now for the Lady Dragons. Dragons will bring it up. Top of the key, Burton. Nobody picked her up. She'll fire it away. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound for Starnes. We'll give it off to York left wing. They'll try it again. Shayla Wood will check back in at the next dead ball.
Emmy Lowe's drawn the assignment right here to try to stop Burton. Let's see how she handles it.
She drives into the middle of the lane, tried to draw the contact. Great defense and short on the shot. Now Reeder out in front for the Bobcats. Throw it to the right side for Amonette. Amonette will set it up, find Lowe, top of the key. She'll fire the triple. That's off the mark, no good. And a good rebound for the Lady Dragons. Trying to throw it out in front. The pass is picked off by the Bobcats. Here's Kaylee Tompkins now. Kick it out to Reeder. She'll try the triple in the corner. That's a little bit deep. Sailing towards the out-of-bounds line. It will go out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Bobcats. That'll be Dragons basketball.
Shayla Wood going to give Ella Kiesling a little breather right here.
So Wood comes in for Kiesling. A timeout taken by the Dragons is a 30-second one. Again, 4:41 to play in the second quarter, and high-scoring ball game, 24-21, and the Bobcats leading by 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that you already picked up on, Jacob, I feel like Coach Smith feels like if we can shut down Sarah Burton, they've got a really good chance to win this game. She's going to get hers. She's got 14 of their 21, but we're going to probably slough off her, give other opportunities for other players to try to make plays that can beat Pickett County, roll our dice that way. Burton's a great player. They're going to make sure that she's not the only one that's going to beat us today.
So the boys before this game, they won 82-54. They'll move into the semifinals and play at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow evening. The girls trying to join them tomorrow afternoon, where if they would win, they would face Sunbright, who won the first game this morning. That would be at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. There's a three ball in the corner from Bella Starnes. That's her 6 points. Shayla Wood at the other end got bumped. She'll be at the line again for 2 and was bumped by Starnes.
Foul is called on Clinton's number 10, Bella Starnes.
So Shayla Wood going to the line again. She's been there quite a bit to start out this ball game and has gone 4 of 6 from the line. Knocks down the first there. Makes it 25-24, puts the Bobcats back up by 1 after Starnes tied it momentarily with the 3. 2 good free throws from Shayla Wood. It's 26-24. And again, the senior stepping up and making some winning plays for this Lady Bobcats team. Tried to come up with a steal. Instead, it's a KT steal. And the Bobcats back with the basketball. 4:07 to play in the second quarter. Low to Amonette. Wide open. Fires it away. Off the right, no good. Wood, the offensive rebound. Back up and good.
Shayla Wood playing at high energy. She's got the team excited.
Already into double figures with 10. KT almost with another steal. Still loose on the ground here in the near sideline, and the Pickett County Bobcats have it. Amonette's got it. Shayla Wood, top of the key. Penetrates, gets to the basket, flips it up and flips it in. Shayla Wood with 12 points now. 3:35 to play in the second quarter, and back to a 6-point advantage for the Lady Bobcats. At the other end is Starnes. Takes it to the hoop, missed it, and the Bobcats have it in transition. Amonette slowing it up for a little bit. We'll give it off to Emmy Lowe. Lowe, top of the key, fakes, drives left, dumps it off to Reeder, down low, puts up the shot, couldn't get it to fall, got her own rebound, put back no good, and the Bobcats still with it. Reeder out to Amonette, a 3-ball, banked it in from the top of the key.
People's Bank, Jacob, it's open. She got it from the top of the key. It wasn't the way she grew it up, but it went down.
And then a turnover. They were looking for Burton in transition, threw it over her head and out of bounds. And the Bobcats now kind of switching the script. That full court pressure leading into turnovers on the Dragons. They lead it 33-24, their biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, they've got some big turnovers. Coach Smith continuing to encourage them to press tempo every time they can, try to score.
Low, dicing up Burton, kicking in the corner to Tompkins. Give it off to Kiesling, middle of the lane with a floater. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound picked up by Burton for the Lady Dragons. It was a good look, just couldn't get it to finish. 33-24, Lady Bobcats on top by 9. 2.5 to play in the first half. Burton gets a screen, now uses it on the top of the key. Short on the three-point attempt. Good box out by the Bobcats. They've got the rebound. Here's Shayla Wood with it on the right side with a head of steam to the basket. Runs into Burton. Good defense by her. And they come away with a steal, but Lowe steals it back. And they're going to call a foul on Emmy Lowe. So Lowe tagged with it. That's her first. Shayla Wood checks out. She needs a little bit of a breather. Allie Yamanette checks back in for the Bobcats here. And they'll still send out that full court pressure. It's worked very well to start this ball game.
Yeah, the thing we want to pay attention to is, we don't go very deep, Jacob. So this pressure, it takes its toll on your team. So just watch for endurance here.
They get it in to the Dragons, and then the Bobcats just back off and drop into their man-to-man. Driving in, kicking out on the left baseline to Leander. Now Burrows on the free throw line. She'll penetrate, spin around on Reeder, put up the shot. Too strong, no good. Out of bounds the ball goes, and it'll belong to Pickett County. So we'll come back in here for the Dragons. It'll be Bella Starnes for Burton. And now you really have an opportunity for the Lady Bobcats to put some points on the board, because if you're the Lady Dragons, you don't really have anybody else to go to.
Yeah, I look out there at who they've got that can score. I don't see a whole lot of folks. So, yeah, you want to take advantage while Burton's off the court, try to get some more additional points.
Their leading scorer outside of Burton is Burrows. She averages 9 points a ball game. Here's a pass down low to Tompkins, out to Kiesling for a triple try, off the mark, but a long rebound will go into the hands of the Lady Bobcats. They'll try it again. 1:40 to play in the first half. They lead it by 9. Emmy Lowe on the right side over to Amonette. Amonette give it back to Lowe along the perimeter. We'll find Kiesling top of the key. That's going to be a travel. Was looking down low and just kind of jumped to the right without putting the ball on the ground.
Yeah, just got ahead of herself there a little bit. Trying to milk a little bit of clock. Just got ahead of themselves. Tough turnover right there.
90 seconds on the clock, and they're really going to pressure the basketball here without Burton out on the floor. Pass down low, and there's a lay-in for the Dragons. That's Addison DeClarman with 2 points. At the other end, Tompkins lost the ball. Falling out of bounds was DeClarman and kind of tried to throw it behind her back and just threw it straight out of bounds. So the Bobcats fortunate to keep that ball underneath the basket. Tompkins checks out. Shayla Wood checks back in after the short break. They inbound to Wood. She puts up the shot, too hard off the glass, and Reeder smartly not going over the back there. Doesn't get tagged with the foul, so the Dragons have the rebound and the basketball. Looking for opportunities. They turn it over. Wood in transition up to Kiesling at the basket. She got fouled, and she's at the line for 2 shots. Good pass by Wood.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can tell that Clinton, they're a little tentative right here on offense. Not sure who should be who the ball should be in the hands of. They didn't take care of the basketball that time. Wood was able to get the steal, get it up in front to Kiesling. She's trying to go to the line right here, knock down a pair of free throws.
Well, she misses on the first attempt. Burton comes back in for Bella Starnes here. So Burton back in, and can tell just a little bit tired. She's been working hard, and the Pickett County defense doing a good job on her to just not even let her touch the basketball. It's 34-26. Bobcats lead by 8. 58 seconds to play in the second quarter. Here's DeClarman. Up it goes into the hands of Davis. Davis lost it, and it's a steal by Pickett County. They're trying to push the pace now. This is Kiesling up to Amonette. Amonette is going to try the triple. Off the mark a little bit deep. 39 seconds to play in the second quarter. Burrows with the basketball for the Dragons. They almost threw it out of bounds. It's picked up by Davis. Davis picks up her dribble. Will pass off to Burton at half court. Under 30 seconds to play in the first half. Burton with the basketball. Driving to the left side, a double team comes to her, and a steal by the Lady Bobcats again. Emmy Lowe out in front. Lowe to the basket, blocked away by Burrows, but they call a foul, and Lowe takes a spill. She's a little shaken up on the ground underneath the basket.
Yeah, she went up high, took a little bit of contact. It was a hard foul. She came down, couldn't really tell what she came down on. She's getting up a little slow, but she is up. she's walking it off, Jacob.
Burrows tagged with her second foul. Emmy Lowe will be at the line for 2 free throws after walking it off. And the freshman will have 2 freebies. Has already scored twice in this game. She's got 4 points. 17 seconds to play here in the first half, and Lowe at the line. First free throw, good. 3 subs will come in for the Lady Dragons. York along with Starnes and Sydney Harrell. Burrows checks out. So does DeClorman. Kaylee Tompkins going to check in after this free throw. Lowe knocks it down. Lowe's got 6 points. Tompkins checks in for Lowe and give her a break for what I would imagine to be the final 17 seconds of this first half. Bobcats leading by 9, 35-26. Dragons with the basketball. This is Starnes. Move it left side for York. York bringing it along the perimeter off to Davis. Davis on the top of the key will drive in. Blocked away by Amonette. Amonette's got it with 5 seconds. Amonette leading the break. Pass off to Wood. Kiesling at the buzzer. Gets it to go for the 2 points from the right side.
Wow, nice transition bucket. Allie Amonette all the way down court. She saw her right before the buzzer was going to go off. Dropped a dime right in there. Nice layup to end the half.
The Bobcats outscore the Dragons 20-10 in the second quarter. They lead it at the break 38-26. We'll take a short break, come back, and break it down for you.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes Security Sales Consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here at Oneida for the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament on the girls' side this time. And I tell you what, Pickett County, they've looked the best they have in a few weeks. They're up on a Clinton Lady Dragons team that's 6-3 on the season. They're up 38-26, up 12 at the break. They're playing some good basketball right now.
They are, Jacob. I agree with you. I think this is the best we've seen them play in several weeks. I think that's because of, I think they're getting some production out of Ella Kiesling. She's hit a couple of big buckets, hit a 3. You got Allie Amonette involved. She's hit a couple of big threes. Emmy Lowe has been able to get to the rim and get fouled a couple of times. She's also been able to knock down a couple of buckets. They've really figured out ways to increase the tempo, whether it's through turnovers, through full court pressure, or just in that transitional period where they're getting a good rebound and kicking it long so that they can get out on the run and get scored. Really good half right there by the Lady Bobcats.
They dealt with the pressure early on. It was an early lead for the Clinton Lady Dragons, and Pickett County was able to kind of weather a couple of the runs, and then they went on a big run of their own to lead after the first quarter, a quarter that they trailed by as many as 7. They led it 18-16 after the first, and now they lead by 12, outscored them 20-10 in that second quarter. Let's break down some of the stats. 2 leading scorers for the Lady Bobcats. Casey mentioned Ella Kiesling. Shayla Wood also with 12 points, both of them with 12. 8 points for Allie Amonette and 6 for Emmy Lowe. Callie Reeder has not scored in this ball game, but she's been playing some really good defense down low on Burrows. On the other side for the Clinton Lady Dragons, it's been Sarah Burton. We knew she was going to have the ball in her hands if she could get the ball in her hands for the most part. She's got 14 points at the break, but did not score for a lot of that second quarter after early on hitting a 3. 4 points for Bailey Burrows. Bella Starnes has 6 and 2 for Addison DeClarman. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats lead 38-26. If they would win this game, they would move on to play tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central against Sunbright. Sunbright took down Scott early on this morning, 55-52, and a tightly contested game. Sunbright, only 2 losses this season. They're 10-2 on the season, so if Pickett were able to win this one, that for sure to be a good game in the semifinals. And then on the other side, there's a couple of good teams in Powell especially, and Oneida, a couple of really good teams in this girls bracket.
Yeah, it's a loaded bracket on both sides. We talked to Coach Smith and Coach Amonette, and they were quite frank with the tournament organizer. They wanted to be in the toughest bracket. They wanted to play the toughest competition. So I think that says a lot about both programs. They want to come here. They don't want a guaranteed win. They want to take on somebody that's going to make them get better and improve as they leave this tournament.
I think for the
really important.
I think for the Pickett County boys, to your point, it may have looked like an easy win, but they played a really good basketball game in that one. They weathered the pressure early on and kind of set the tone for the rest of that game, because that Knox Christian team, they've got some athletes on that team, and they had a heck of a lot more size than Pickett County did.
Absolutely. Pickett County, they played with a lot of heart today. They kept them off the boards. We thought that was going to be critical. They were able to do that. Just a really well-played ball game. Jacob, I believe they scored 20 or more points in each of the 4 quarters. That was able to, propel them offensively to do a lot of creative things. They got the other team in a lot of foul trouble. Ultimately, a great win today for Pickett County. Really something good to build on for tomorrow.
So, coming up tomorrow, at least so far, we know the boys are going to be playing at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, so we'll have coverage starting about 15 minutes prior to that game. They will play the winner of Fairleigh and Powell. That game is coming up after this girls game that we have right now. On the other side of the bracket, Woodbury Forest, which is a all-boys school, boarding school from Virginia, playing in this tournament. They'll be taking on Scott at 5:30 this afternoon Eastern time. And then the nightcap, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, is Seymour and Oneida. So those are the 4 teams on the other side of the bracket. But for sure, Pickett County is playing at 6 p.m. Central tomorrow, and the girls are going to try to join them in the afternoon slot in the semifinals after one more half. They lead it at the break, 38-26. Take another short break, come back, and have second half action on UC Sports Nation.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Back here for second half action on UC Sports Nation. Jacob Vincent alongside Casey Bolden. Casey, we've got to see a lot of good basketball over the last couple of days. We got to go down to Knoxville this past weekend. Got to see Cookeville boys and girls play 2 games in that one. We got some really good games in that one. That Knox Webb team was a fun team to watch.
Yeah, that Knox Webb team, they're going to make a lot of noise this season and into the postseason. Had a couple of really good players. One in Winton, I think he's already been offered by the Arkansas Razorbacks and UT in football. And then they had Alec Walls, which is a really nice player. I think he's D1 caliber, no doubt. Had a really nice skill set. Is able to play off the bounce. He's got some pretty good size. He's very physical. Look for that Knox Webb team to make some really deep noise late in the tournament.
The Cookeville girls on the other side playing right now in the Lipscomb tournament. They're looking good. They're playing some good basketball. They notched 2 really good wins over CAK and Knox Webb as well. They beat Knox Webb for the second time in that weekend. Well, we're just about ready for second half action here between Pickett County and Clinton. Pickett County looking to get back in the win column. They lost 2 games this past week against 2 very good teams. Now taking on a good Clinton team. They lead it by 12 at the break. And, well, this is the second time we've had this happen this year. No referees are out here for the second half yet.
Yeah, sometimes at these tournaments there's a pretty good hospitality room. Maybe they were back there taking some advantage of the nachos and chili.
That's something we might have to find after this game.
Absolutely.
38-26 at the break right now. The referees are back. We're ready to go. And Clinton will start off with the basketball here in the second half. Ella Kiesling will get the assignment of Sarah Burton again here in this second half. Did a very good job in the first half. Lady Dragons with the basketball. Here is Burton on the left side. 3 defenders in front of her. Now on the right side it goes to York. York is going to try the triple. Very deep off the window, no good. And the long rebound finds the Dragons. York again on the right side, takes it to the basket, puts up the floater, no good. Shayla Wood the rebound. Wood will bring it up across the timeline, takes it to the basket, through some defenders, couldn't get it. Reeder had it for a second, it was knocked loose. Now it's on the ground and the Dragons have it. So another opportunity for Pickett County, unable to capitalize, but then a turnover on the other end by Clinton, and Pickett County back with it. So a chance to settle down 40 seconds in here to the second half and start running your offense.
Well, full court pressure right here by Clinton. Let's see how the Lady Bobcats manage it.
It's almost a little bit of a 1-2-2, kind of a spread out 1-2-2. And a very soft one. Now the trap will come, and Wood is able to get into the middle of the court, break it easily. Amonette open, 3 ball from the right side, off the mark. Shayla Wood the rebound, lost the handle, power dribble, goes up, missed it. Rebound loose, picked up by Wood again. Amonette on the left side now. She'll try it again, deep again. And the rebound picked up by Burton. She'll have it in transition. No score in the second half yet. That ball poked from behind by Ella Kiesling.
Really good hustle play right there. Burton, as we know, she's deadly and can score from a lot of different places. Really good hustle play just to get back and knock it away.
38-26, the same score that it was at halftime. Here a minute and 10 seconds into the second half. York down low to Burton on the right baseline. Burton backing down Kiesling, kick it out to York. Takes the 3, now will move it to the top of the key. Give it back to Burton on the right side. Kiesling doing a nice job on her so far. Burton's got the basketball, passes off to York again on the left side. 3 ball coming, that's deep, no good. Rebound out of bounds is going to belong to Clinton underneath the basket.
We talked about it a little bit at halftime. Pickett's really going to make players other than Burton knock down shots and beat them. They're giving them some open shots, so we'll keep an eye on that here the second half, Jacob.
Dragons inbound to Burton on the right side. She's in the corner, jabs a couple of times, will pass out of it to Harrell. Might have traveled and dragged her feet, but didn't call it. Burton goes right baseline, pulls up from 10 feet, off the mark, no good. Reeder, the rebound, rips it down, and now cleared away by Lowe. So the Bobcats still leading by 12. Have not scored in this second half, though. Wood going to try to change that. Out to Reeder. 3 ball, yes! Callie Reeder's first points of the game comes from downtown, and we've talked about it time in and time out. If she keeps getting more confident with that outside stroke and adding that to her game, it will really help this Pickett offense. 41-26, Pickett leads. Top of the key for Burrows now. On the right baseline it goes. A shot coming from Starnes is deep. That rebound's loose, and from the ground, Reeder comes up with a rebound. It was on her knees, kind of dove for it and landed on her elbows. She's a little slow to get up. At the other end, Wood is able to knock it down.
Wow. Reeder literally got that rebound from her knees, was able to sling it out to Wood for the transition bucket. She's a little banged up, but she's back up now.
Fell very hard, just kind of fell on her elbows, but did a good job to keep her knees on the ground and not travel. The other end, Shayla Wood was able to get the 2 points. It's 43-26, the biggest lead of the game here for the Bobcats with 5:08 to play in the third. This is Burton, top of the key. Wood pokes the ball away, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Dragons on the near side, and you can just see Burton on her face. She's just frustrated.
Yeah, she's frustrated. Kieslin's doing a great job at guarding her, not letting her get the ball back once she gives it up.
So Burton will inbound here for the Dragons. Clinton with the basketball. On the top of the key is York, being guarded by Yamanette. Looking left side in the hands of Harrell. Harrell down low to Burrows, almost poked away by Tompkins, but Burrows is able to put it up and in from the left side for the first points of the second half for this Lady Dragons team. Makes it 43-28. Emmy Lowe with the basketball for the Bobcats, gets to the middle of the lane, bounce pass off to Yamanette, but a little too strong off the window, and Coach Smith just kind of throws his hands up in the air. That Yamanette's going to make that one 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, just tough break right there. She got it. She was too wide open, honestly, Jacob. Just got it too high on the backboard. Didn't get to kind of bounce off the window, she thought. Tough break right there.
So Clinton will have the basketball, and some more full court pressure here for the Bobcats. They double team Burton, and then Yamanette has to sprint back to get on York. Thought about pulling up from 16 feet. Now we'll bounce it off to Burrows on the left baseline, who faces up on Tompkins. Spins around off the window, too strong. Wood, the weak side rebound for the Bobcats, leading by 15. Burton comes in for the steal. Wood still with it, trying to get out of it. Finds Yamanette on the right baseline. Yamanette picks up her dribble, looking to pass off of it. Throws it out top to Wood. Wood spins around, takes it to the basket. Off the window, no good. It was a little too short for Shayla Wood. Now out in front is Burton. Burton, with nobody in front of her, takes it to the basket and lays it in. Her first point since early on in the second quarter. She's still got 16, though, and it's 43-30, a 13-point lead for the Bobcats. Emmy Lowe with the basketball here for the Lady Bobcats, setting up the offense on the top of the key. Will move it left side for Tompkins. Tompkins give it back to Yamanette off a screen, looking backdoor for Kiesling, and well, it was a pretty good pass and almost a perfect pass because it led to a foul called on Sydney Harrell. A dangerous pass, but it went into a good spot.
Yeah, Sydney Harrell she bumped her off her spot as she was trying to make that back cut. Pretty good call right there by the official. Let's see if Pickett can get a score right here off this inbound play.
Emmy Lowe will inbound for the Lady Bobcats, leading by 13. They got it into Tompkins, but it was blocked away by Burton. Burton will bring it up now for the Dragons with 3:27 to play in the third. York's got it on the right side, coming along the perimeter. Will pull up from 15 feet, let it fly, and rattle it in. Within 11 now with the Dragons after the York two-pointer, her first two. At the other end, Tompkins underneath the basket, too strong. Dragons back with the basketball. Burton on the right side again. Step back triple on the way. That one airballed out of bounds, and the Bobcats fortunate to get the ball back. Tompkins going to check out of the ball game for Shayla Wood. 43-32, Bobcats leading by 11. 3 minutes on the clock here in the third. Reeder looking to inbound, will throw it into Lowe, runs into two defenders, and now dribbles out of it. Still in the backcourt, looking for some help, finds Lowe, make that Wood. Down low to Kiesling, open, off the glass, and good.
Really good up court pass. Couple of them there, one by Lowe, one by Wood to get a wide open layup down there by Kiesling.
It's 45-32, Bobcats lead. 2:40 to play in the third. Down low Burrows, kick it out on the right side. A three ball coming from Leander, no good. And Kiesling, a weak side rebound for the Bobcats. Up ahead it goes to Wood underneath, bounce off to Reeder, spin around. Kick it out to Yamanette. Yamanette drives in over to Reeder, left baseline, takes the jump shot, knocks it down. Coach Smith wasn't happy because they had a wide open layup, didn't take it, but it still turns into 2 points for Callie Reeder.
Reeder had a wide open bucket under there. She decided to pass it back out, was ultimately able to get it back and knock down the shot. Coach Smith would have preferred she just take the layup.
15-point advantage and a steal here for Ella Kiesling. Drives in and draws the foul on Sarah Burton. kind of baited Burton into that one, was just kind of waiting to see what she's going to do, pulled the ball back, made Burton reach, and Burton picks up her second foul. Tell you what, the game management here for the Lady Bobcats looking very, very good.
Yeah, I like the rotations today. They've got good minutes out of KT when she's been able to come in the game. She just needs to work on her confidence. She's had a couple of shots in there where she's had pretty good looks. She needs to work on her confidence, get the ball up, and get it down.
Reeder in the middle of the lane, can't knock down the jump shot, but they still lead by 15. Burton at the other side, a little step through, can't get it to fall, rebounded by herself. No good on the second attempt. Third attempt, up and in for Sarah Burton. Makes it 47-34. Emmy Lowe at the other end with 1:44 on the clock. Kick it out, three ball faked by Wood. Will then find Reeder at half court, over to Amonette right side.
I'll tell you what, Jacob, this Clinton team, they look a little tired right now.
Emmy Lowe's got the basketball. Dumped down low, wide open is Reeder. She's got 2 points. I think she was pretty much walking up the court because she was a little shaken up at the other end. She might be a little tired, but she finds an easy deuce right there. We've got a whistle. What was the stoppage for? They just get a sub coming in here?
Not sure what the stoppage really was all about.
Well, they brought a sub in anyways for Clinton. Burrows checked out. But still 2 points for Callie Reeder. And it's 49-34 with 1:20 to play in the third. Here's DeClarman. Kick it out on the right side for Leander. In the middle of the paint for Starnes. Will put up the shot. Can't get it to fall, but she does get fouled in the process, and she'll be at the line. The foul going to be called on Allie Amonette. That's going to be her second. And going to the line will be Bella Starnes. And this Dragons team shoot it pretty well from the free throw line when they can get there.
Yeah.
As a team, shoot it 73%, but missed on the first attempt was the 77% free throw shooter in Starnes.
And we talked about it a little bit, this Pickett County team, they really like to press tempo. This Clinton County team's a little tired. When we saw this wide open bucket down here by Reeder the last time, it was because defenders, quite frankly, were tired and couldn't get back to their spots.
49-35 after the second free throw was good from Starnes. Woods got it in the backcourt. Amonette up to Emmy Lowe, and if they hurry, they could get a wide open bucket. Now Lowe in the middle of the lane, fakes right, goes left, couldn't get the finish with the left hand. Under a minute to play in the third. Dragons with the basketball on the right wing. Top the key, now we'll drive in. Put up the shot off the window, too strong from Davis. Reeder's got the rebound for the Bobcats. Back in transition they go. Emmy Lowe with it, takes it to the basket. Foul's called. Bump from behind. And the foul called on Addison DeClarman, her second. Only the team's third, so it'll be Pickett County ball underneath the basket.
We've had a pretty clean game played right here in this girls' game, Jake. Not a whole lot of fouls been called. Been played pretty clean.
And you mentioned it to us, the same referee that we actually saw in Knoxville this weekend, so he's bringing that same kind of game plan to this one, and we're liking what we're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. Letting them play a lot.
Inbound to Shayla Wood, too hard off the glass, no good. Another one of those that she's going to make 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
49-35. 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Clinton with the basketball. This is Davis on the right wing, looking down low. Gets it into the hands of DeClarman. Kick it back out on the wing. Looking for Burton. That pass almost poked away. Now Burton's got it on the right side. Steps back, drives in, right baseline. Step back again. Good defense by Kiesling to make her pass it away. York on the top of the key will drive in. Fired away from the elbow. That one off the mark. Rebounded by Pickett County underneath the basket. Shayla Wood's got it with 9 seconds. Shayla Wood with 7 seconds. Bounce it off to Reeder with 5 seconds. Emmy Lowe with 3 seconds. Amonette takes the triple. Off the back iron and no good, but they got the final shot, and that's what mattered. 49-35 at the end of 3, and we get ready for the fourth quarter. Pickett County leads by 14. We're back after this.
Pickett County Bobcats basketball. Today's game sponsored by Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well. Local experts taking care of local people. Byrdstown Medical Center, Brown's Funeral Chapel. Brown's stands beside you at those difficult moments of life. Count on Brown's Funeral Chapel. By Union Bank, serving Byrdstown, Jamestown, and Clark Range. More than 117 yards of serving the neighbors of our hometown. Member FDIC, and by Milestone Physical Therapy, orthopedic care that improves your life. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. Milestone.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Now the fourth quarter starts off with an Allie Amonette deuce down low on the right block. She got wide open and was able to lay it in that time for her 10th point of the ball game.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates.
4 players into double figures now for the Lady Bobcats. A miss on the other end. Amonette out in front at the basket, lays it in again. She's got 12.
We've seen them run it in practice, Jacob, that 151 drill where they're trying to score 151 baskets in 5 minutes. Really pressing the tempo right here. This Clinton team's a little bit tired trying to get back on defense.
They've got their biggest lead of the ball game now by 18, 53-35. Again, this is the Clinton team, 6-3 on the season. Burton averaging 33 points a contest, tries the triple here and knocks it down. She's got 21 points. Kind of reminiscent of the Cannon County boys team and how they play their offense. At the other end, Emmy Lowe lost the basketball. On the right baseline is Shayla Wood, comes to a jump stop, gets it to go off the glass, and she'll be at the line with the foul.
And 1.
Foul called on Bailey Burrows. That's her third. Shayla Wood knocks down another deuce, and she's at the line. She's got 16 points and a chance to make it 17 now for the senior. And there it is.
Yeah, Shayla Wood's done a really nice job, not just today, but all season being a senior leader. All the other girls really looked up to her for leadership. She's provided a lot of stability today, for sure.
Burton misses at the other end, got her own rebound, back up and in. Baseball pass up to Amonette, who's out ahead for the Lady Bobcats. Missed the lay-in, fights for her own rebound, loses it, and York will bring it up now for the Lady Dragons. 6:21 remaining in this contest. It's a 16-point advantage for the Lady Bobcats, 56-40. They only led by 2 in the first quarter, 18-16. Pickett County back with the basketball. 6:06 to play in this game after a turnover by Clinton. Pass off to Wood, top of the key. She'll try the triple. That one way off the mark, sails out of bounds.
Yeah, she looked up like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. Tough break right there, Shayla Wood.
A little bit of a heat check for her. She's got 17 points in the game, and they're leading by 16. Clinton will have the basketball. Still some full court pressure here for Pickett County. Starnes brings it up on the left wing with 5:51 to play. Skip it all the way over to York right side. 3 ball coming off the window, too strong. Lammy Lowe's got the rebound for the Bobcats. Bounce off to Kiesling. It was altered. Reeder, the weak side rebound, got fouled on the way back up, and Reeder will be at the line.
Yeah, notice right there, Pickett County had a 4-on-1 against Clinton. They're just not able to get back on defense.
You can tell some of the Pickett County Lady Bobcats also tired, but Coach Smith doing a nice job, like you mentioned, the rotations, cycling in players, making sure they stay rested up, and these free throws going to help them as well. Reeder knocks down the first one. The foul was called on Bella Starnes. It was her third, and the team's 5th, so still 2 more before 1 in bonus. Reeder knocks down both. She's now got 9.
Callie Aaron going to check in right here and get some run time.
So Amonette and Lowe check out. So you got to imagine that Shayla Wood's going to get the basketball a lot here. There's a pass down low to Burrows. Will put up the shot. It's too strong, and Reeder the rebound. Wood in transition now for the Bobcats. In the middle of the lane to the basket. Couldn't get it to go. Good defense by Burton. 5:20 remaining in this game, and this pass is picked off by Reeder. Up it goes to Kiesling. Kiesling pulls up from 15 feet, lets it fly in and out. Reeder another rebound.
Big energy right here by Reeder. She's had a steal, now no offensive rebound. She's playing at a really high level right now.
Kylie Aaron's got the basketball on the top of the key for the Lady Bobcats, leading 58-40 with 5 minutes on the clock. Aaron pass in the corner to Tompkins. Tompkins on the left baseline, down low to Reeder, had a defender on her back, puts it up and gets it to go. She's into double figures with 11. Had Burton on her and was able to back her down and get the 2 points. And the Bobcats lead now by 20, 60-40. 4:43 remaining in the game. On the right side, it goes to Harrell, and a timeout's going to be taken by the Lady Dragons. It's a full one. We'll take it with them. Bobcats lead by 20, 4:39 to play in the ball game. We're back in a minute.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Back here out of the timeout. Clinton with the basketball, and a steal by Pickett County. 4.5 to play in the ball game. Still playing good defense. At the other end, Shayla Wood off the window and good for the senior.
You guys have heard me talk about it all season. She's got excellent body control. She goes up high. She controls her body. She takes a little bit of contact. Still strong enough to be able to finish around the rim. Really nice bucket right there by Shayla.
She's got 19 points and another steal at the other end for the senior. Wood leading the break. Will try to bounce it off to Kiesling. That ball's going to go out of bounds and stay with Pickett County underneath the basket.
Jacob, you know the only thing better than 2 Bobcat wins today? We got all the young players in the game as well. Everybody getting a chance to score right here. Both teams have been able to get all the players in the game. That's awesome.
That's right. Cambry Connor just checked in for the first time. So Cambry Connor, Macy Threet, Kylie Aaron, Ella Kiesling, and Kaylee Tompkins on the floor. Here's a 3-ball coming from Cambry Connor. That one in and out. No good. Looked like he was halfway down. Dragons will have the ball going the other way. Under 4 to play here in the ball game. Bobcats leading by 22. Right side 3 coming, no good, and a good box out and rebound for Cambry Connor.
Yeah, really nice box out by Connor. Her girl was the shooter. She had really good box out position.
Macy Threet knocks down the triple.
Really nice bucket right there by Macy Threet.
Threet came in, and the only player that has not played yet is Ava Kiesling. She's about to check in. At the other end, good box out by Kylie Aaron, but she touched it last before it went out of bounds. Ella Kiesling checks out for Ava, and now all the Lady Bobcats have come into the game, and Casey mentioned it. Most likely going to be another Bobcat win, but everybody played on both rosters for this Bobcats team as well. 65-40 right now. Dragons with the basketball underneath the basket. They inbound to Burton. Burton missed the lay-in. Rebound picked up by Kaylee Tompkins. Tompkins in transition, lost the handle. Now will bounce it off to Ava. Steps back, triple off the back iron, no good, but Threet the offensive rebound. Ava's got it. Will push it down low for Tompkins. Spins around, and she'll get it to go off the glass.
KT with a nice left-handed little hook shot right there at the bucket. Good play.
Tompkins with her first deuce of the game. 67-40. Burton at the other end. A block on the backside by Aaron, but then a foul was called on the Bobcats, and that is going to be called on Kylie Aaron. That'll be her first. That'll be free throws coming here for Sarah Burton, who's got 23 points in the ball game so far and misses on the first attempt.
First missed free throw for her, I believe, of the day, Jacob.
Yep, she was 5 of 5 before that one. She'll try the second one here. And knocks that one down. So 24 points now for Sarah Burton, the senior. It's 67-41. Macy Threet breaks the press. Threet to the basket. Tried to rip a pass over to Tompkins on the opposite block, but it was stolen away by Burton. Burton with a head of steam gets bumped by Tompkins now, and she'll be at the line again. Tompkins going to pick up her first foul.
Just an observation right here, Jacob. You know, Pickett County's went into their bench now for a couple minutes. Clinton's still got their starters out there. As a matter of fact, they got Burton in. Not sure if they're trying to get her points so she can hit her average or what's going on. But look for some subs to come in here momentarily.
Can't knock down on the first attempt again was Burton. Second free throw good though, so splits them again. And it's 67-43. 2:39 to play in this ball game. Macy Threet brings it up for the Lady Bobcats. Down low to Tompkins. Spins around. Good off the glass. She's got 4. 69-43 the score now with 2:25 to play in the ball game. We got a whistle. The ball went out of bounds. It'll stay with the Dragons. They try to throw it into Burton. She gets a double team. Still double teaming her, even with the reserves in now for the Lady Bobcats. York with it on the left wing will take the triple. That's off the mark, no good. Ava fighting for the rebound. Can't come up with it. And it's picked up by DeClarman and put back in for 2 points. And a tie-up on the other side. Cambry Connor got down there, is going to stay with the Dragons underneath the basket with 2:05 to play in the ball game. Burton will take it out on the left baseline. Inbound all the way over the top. We'll find York. York will penetrate, kick it over on the right side for Harrell. York again on the right side now. 69-45, lost the handle on it. Good defense by Threet. Burton will find it. Fake a 3, now she'll dial it up, let it fly. It's short, no good. And a good box out and a good rebound again by Kaylee Tompkins. Dribbles into a double team though, but then gets bailed out as a foul is called on Clinton. And it's going to be tagged on to Klarman, her 3rd. So still some full court pressure here by the Lady Dragons, down 69-45 with 1:42 to play in the ball game. Bounce it into Aaron. Aaron trying to dribble through it. The ball's poked away and picked up by the Dragons. Looking down low. They've got it. It's blocked by Threet, but they're going to call a foul, and it's going to send Harrell to the line. Foul on Threet is going to be her 1st.
Really good experience right here by this younger group, though, Jacob, trying to figure out how to manage that pressure in the backcourt. They've turned it over a few times, but it's still going to be really it's game experience, and you might need some of those younger players to step up later in the season and manage some of that pressure.
Sydney Harrell gets in the scorebook for the first time with a free throw. Second one on the way. Off the back iron, but falls in. She's got 2 points. And you mentioned it. Lady Dragons not taking out their starters, so even better of an opportunity here for the subs for Pickett County to take on the starters for Clinton.
Yeah.
Here is Aaron at the free throw line. Bounced it down low to Tompkins. Turns around, gets fouled, and she'll be at the line. That foul on to Klarman is going to be her 4th. 69-47, a 22-point advantage for Pickett County with 1:22 to play in the ball game. Kaylee Tompkins will be at the line for 2 free throws. Cannot connect on the first as it hit the back iron and reamed out. So the second one coming up. Bobcats are going to improve to 10-3 on the season, and they will play at 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central. That free throw no good as well from Kaylee Tompkins, and then a foul on Pickett County is called on Cambry Connor. Connor picks up her 1st. It'll be the team 6th. How about this foul count? Only 1 player with 2 fouls in Allie Amonette, and then there are 7 other players with 1 foul for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, playing some very clean defense today. Burton at the other end can't get the shot to go. Aaron the rebound will bring it up for Pickett County with 1 minute remaining in this ball game. Threet, top of the key, driving in to the basket, too strong. Burton's got it on the weak side. She'll bring the ball up the court now for the Lady Dragons. Fired away from 15 and knock it down again.
She's got a really smooth stroke, Jacob. She's not been able to get away from Kiesland manager most of the day. Really nice shot, though.
28 points for her, but in a 20-point ball game, they trail it. Threet is fouled with 35 seconds to play in this game. It's going to be 1-1 here for Macy Threet. Fouls called on Allie York. That's her 1st. And a chance for another Lady Bobcat to get in the scorebook. Threet has actually already knocked down a triple. Knocks down the first free throw on the front end right there.
Yeah, looks really good at the free throw line. We haven't seen her get there very often this season. She's got a nice stroke from there.
Of a second opportunity. Fires it away, knocks it down. You mentioned it. It looked really good on the three-point attempt, too. She's got a nice-looking shot.
Yeah.
And she's played in some good minutes this season, so if she can keep knocking those down, she'll buy herself some more minutes. Harrell tries a triple at the other end. She knocks it down from the right side. 5 points for her here in the 4th quarter. It's 71-52. 20 seconds to play. Pickett County got to get it across the timeline. They do. Tompkins on the left baseline. Bounce it off the 3 down low. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound is loose and a tie-up for Kylie Aaron and DeClarman. Will stay with Pickett County underneath the basket. 8.9 seconds on the clock. So would imagine you just inbound the basketball and dribble it out in your half court, but we'll see. And 3 on the ground, going to get it. We'll find Cambry Connor. She gets bumped, and the foul is called.
She's going to get a chance to go to the line and knock down a couple of free throws right here, get her name in the scorebook.
3.8 seconds on the clock. And Pickett County going to the line. It's going to be Cambry Connor. They lead at 71-52. Connor, a chance to get in the scorebook. The 1-and-1 falls in. So Connor in to the scorebook. She's got a point and a chance to add her second one with a second free throw.
She got that shooter's roll, hit about every part of the rim and the window.
Taking 1-0 to Nylon. A little easier that time for Cambry. 73-52. That's going to be the final score. Buzzer sounds. Pickett County improves to 10-3 on the season. 2 big wins for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats and Bobcats, and they move into the semifinals tomorrow, where they will play Sunbright at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. We'll take a short break, come back, break it down for you.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Getting sick.
Is there anything worse?
When it happens, it's good to know neighbors are right there to help you.
Byrdstown Medical Center. Local people started it.
So neighbors and friends would have a place focused on wellness.
So when you're not feeling your best, get the answers.
Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187.
864-3187. Call them when you're not feeling your best.
Most insurance is accepted.
Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes security sales consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Back here for the final time, the Pickett County Bobcats pick up 2 wins in the South Fork Physical Therapy Christmas Tournament. On the boys' side, they won 82-54 over a good Knox Christian team. They move on into the semifinals, which will be played at 6 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll have coverage starting 15 minutes prior to tip-off of that one. On the other side, for the girls, they just picked up a big win, 73-52, the final score, as they will play Sunbright tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. Casey, we saw the boys get back into the win column against Livingston. This time, the girls are able to get back into the win column in a good game against Clinton.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. You know, they had some really tough opponents last week. Didn't fare too well in either of those games. How would they bounce back? How would they respond? Would they have the mental toughness to bounce back quickly? I think they answered that pretty easily for us, Jacob. Really nice game by the Lady Bobcats. Really complete 4 quarters. It felt like they played. They were able to dictate the tempo, force buckets. Ultimately, they got into Clinton's bench a little bit, or they didn't have the depth to be able to match that intensity. For 4 quarters, they turned them over. Pickett County's able to run up and down the court. I thought Pickett County had really nice games from Aminette, Kiesling, Lowe, Wood, all the typical players that we see. Thought Callie Reeder came on really late, had a really nice game. And then, as we mentioned, it's always great we can get everybody in the game, get everybody some run time. So, hey, it'll be fun. We're coming back tomorrow. That's tournament play. Anything can happen, so I'm looking forward to some great games tomorrow.
What's even better is these two teams are going to be close playing to each other tomorrow. There was a chance that it could have been a 10 a.m. game and a 7 p.m. game. Fortunately, it's 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., so we're, for one, very excited about that, on top of Pickett County getting 2 big wins as they move into the semifinals. Let's break down the stats before we leave you guys be. It was the leading scorer of Shayla Wood for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats in this afternoon's contest with 19 points. However, 4 Lady Bobcats were into double figures. Kiesling had 14, Amonette with 12, and Callie Reeder with 11. Emmy Lowe had 6. Macy Threet with 5 in the latter part of that game. 4 for Kaylee Tompkins, and Cambry Counter had 2 free throws. On the other side, Sarah Burton, she got hers. She had 28, but outside of that, the leading scorer was Bella Starnes with 7. 6 for Bailey Burrows, 5 for Sydney Harrell, 4 for Addison DeClarman, and 2 for Allie York. So the Clinton Lady Dragons, they fall to 6-4. They will play Scott tomorrow in the consolation side. That's at 10 in the morning on the consolation side of the girls bracket. So coming up tomorrow, our first game will be the girls game. They will take on Sunbright. That starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central Time. We'll have coverage starting about 10-15 minutes prior, depends on when the game before gets done. They've been putting up 10 minutes on the clock, so we might only have a 10-minute pregame. It just depends on how much time we get before the game before ends. So the girls will be taking on Sunbright tomorrow at 3. We'll start right around 2:45 Central Time, but that might change depending on the games beforehand. And then we'll have a game in between, and then the following game will be Pickett County, and the winner of this game that's coming up right now, Fairleigh and Powell. Fairleigh all the way from Memphis playing in this one. They're 1-6 on the season, taking on Powell 3-6 on the season. So the winner of this game will take on Pickett County tomorrow in the semifinals. That is at 6 o'clock Central Time. But again, all depends on when the games before get done and if they're able to kind of keep that pace going. So tentatively, game times 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central for the girls tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern for the boys tomorrow, where they will play the winner of Fairleigh and Powell. Casey, any final thoughts from the 2 wins today?
Yeah, I thought it was really, for the boys, a really complete game. They had 20-plus points in all 4 quarters. Felt like they really were able to put 4 quarters together. Had a little stumble there late, just didn't take care of the basketball. Was able to get that corrected. So I really like the high energy, high level they're playing with. On the girls' side, hey, we've able to bounce back from a couple of losses, build on that. Thought we had some key plays from a lot of our players today. Just really great effort by both teams. Looking forward to 2 good ones again tomorrow.
Pickett County Lady Bobcats improved to 10-3 on the season. For the boys, they improved to 8-2. That's going to do it for us. Boys win by a final score of 82-54 over Knox Christian. They play at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. The girls, they win 73-52 over Clinton, improved to 10-3 on the season. They will play Sunbright tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. We'll have the call of both right here on UC Sports Nation. Appreciate you all tuning in with us today. We'll talk to you tomorrow for some more Pickett County basketball.
Exclusive coverage of Bobcats basketball. Sponsored by First Choice Family Care. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. People's Bank and Trust. Pickett County's community bank. People's Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Kiesling Insurance. 35 years serving neighbors like you in Pickett County. Visit KieslingINS.com. And by Milestone Physical Therapy, improving lives, building futures by finding the source of pain. Milestone Physical Therapy.
Regular visits to the doctor, they can be a challenge to fit into your busy schedule.
Bye, Mom. I'm on my way to practice.
But those regular visits are the best way to keep your family healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. Keep the number handy for all those family sniffles, playground bumps, or rashes out of nowhere. 864-3187. Good to schedule that annual physical, too. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you. To remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.